What she gotta put on?
Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Prince, why your screen sideways?
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Tap the
sir.
back. Tap the back on your screen. Tap the back.
Touch the back of
What's
it.
this? Little
Oh,
bag.
thank you, Fats.
What's this bag?
Thank you all for
Check your
coming.
stream. Check your stream.
Hello.
Thank you, sir.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
There's an echo a
I
little
think
bit
you
Yeah.
though.
probably gotta mute. Who is that
Holy
listening?
cow.
Oh my gosh. Hold on. I need to put the.
Ricky, Ricky thinks she'll be on. Ricky
Hi.
thinks she'll.
Oh my gosh. Hi, everybody. So hold on. I want to start off with hi everybody. I just muted the piano. Everybody, they are here. Can everybody say that? I want to say what name. What's your name and what if you have to name your performance out of one? If you have to name your performance after one artist, who would you be? Um, let's go with number one.
Janet. Janet Jackson,
No,
bitch.
what's your name?
Prince. Prince
And
Bianchi Montclair.
okay, next
And
one.
yeah. And I would literally Janet. The next one.
Number
It's on
two.
me. Oh,
Yes.
Kitty. My artist would probably be Aaliyah. She's my favorite.
All right. The Leah of Vogue. Number
That bitch sick.
three.
That bitch sick my shit, bitch. Nah.
You want to start already?
Yo.
um. I'm Sade. You know,
Malay.
Sade. Yeah, I'm Sade. Oh, I'm pretty long thing. I feel like I'm Sade. You know, I come out when I come out. When I come out.
All right. Number four. Who? Paula Abdul. All right, work. I like that. I like that.
Paula.
Marquise and mine would be Beyonce.
Oh.
Cause
um,
my auntie ego is Sasha Fierce. So.
Okay, where? Got it.
Tim Tim. I really like Tinashe, so I would say Tinashe.
Work, bitch.
Kevin, Prodigy, and they took all my girls already. I mean, damn.
You
Oh
Tony
well,
Braxton.
you know what, Miss Braxton? There you go. She's soft. She's soft and sexy. Tony
I,
All
I,
Braxton.
see,
right.
I see you
I
as
mean,
Madonna though. You give me Madonna.
Oh, you did say that before,
Madonna.
Madonna. Madonna's an
Madonna.
icon. She's an icon. You know.
Okay, she is.
So how long y'all been speaking the language? Like how long y'all been voguing?
Can we
I've
all
been
answer
voguing
or are
since
we muted?
No,
2004.
no, y'all all can speak. Y'all all can speak. Just make sure. Let's just be respectful, mindful of others. That's it. I don't want to mute y'all. I just want y'all to talk because I want it to be free.
Okay.
So wait, you want us to say like a time length? Like I've been voguing for this many years?
However you feel like saying it.
I'll start 98,
Oh,
90,
I'll
98.
hello.
start.
Yes, Erica. Diana Ross.
somebody
I'm here
start.
for it.
Right,
Kevin,
bitch.
Somebody
Kevin,
start.
Kevin
Order.
Prodigy. I've been voguing since. I've
86.
been walking since 95.
Word, okay.
95.
Word.
But I was voguing in the clubs and my first little mini ball in 94.
Okay.
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 So I'll go. The first ball I ever walked was in Atlanta, and I think it was 2000 or 2001, right? And I got chopped the whole year straight, and then I didn't walk balls again until 2003.
On my turn. I think. Oh, who is it, Marquise?
I was
Um,
just saying, let's go backwards, like, one time from
Oh
who
yeah,
to.
Marquise, your turn.
okay. I'm 98, 99.
See, I told you, Courtney. I
Wow.
told you she was a '90s
My
good.
like in Baltimore it was like in '98, but my first out of town ball was in '99.
Okay.
Quiche.
Lucky Shot.
Malachi, we can't hear you.
Why we
You
can't
can
hear you? Turn
Malachi,
your
don't put your.
phone or something, or like.
Get some
You got
car.
headphones?
What do you need to do?
Car.
You got
We get
headphones?
we get you. We get you now.
So what do I need to do?
Thanks, Jim.
Thank you. Yeah, say
What
thank you,
are these
y'all. Y'all
things?
get
I'm
it.
It,
con-
it's
I'm
me.
Hey
It's my
Jim,
fault. I'm the
I don't
it's
know
problem.
just
what they are.
I
hey
don't know.
Wait,
Jim,
I
what?
never been on here, so I don't know
Nah.
what that is.
it's
So
earphones.
I started in '98. I started going to balls in like '97, '98. A tour brought me to like probably my first mini ball, and I started walking and getting chops in like '98.
Okay.
I remember Malachi's rise.
Um,
Malachi has a real rise
you should
it's well
remember
deserved.
everybody's ride.
No, I don't remember yours though.
Oh fuck no!
It's
Oh,
too
mind you, I was
y'all.
in her house.
It's too
It's
Mind you,
early,
you gotta
y'all.
gang.
It's too early.
I was in her house.
It's too early.
I was in
y'all.
her
It's too.
house, bitch.
It's too
Gang.
early, y'all. It's too
And
early.
and she
um.
has even
Wait.
I
I'm sorry.
So wait,
go
wait. What
ahead.
was
Go
you
ahead. I'm
saying,
sorry,
Kevin?
Freddie.
I'm sorry. Wait, what was you saying, Kevin?
I said I remember your rise. Your rise was, your rise was hot. When you made it, you made it.
Yeah. They definitely didn't make it easy for me.
No, they
And
did not.
I appreciate that. Um, because for one, I don't make it easy for anyone else, and I'm an example of you shouldn't make it easy for anyone. And so, yeah, it was a lot of chops, a lot of losses to a lot of tens and wins and things like that. So yeah,
I mean, I do remember watching your video. Like, there was a video with you and Otoro. I think it was I think it was in the YWCA, and I think you were beginning like the Blonde just open or something. I think it was Mr. Rahil Blonde. I don't know, whatever. But all I know, it was like
Was
y'all
it
was
was it was it the up in pink?
no, actually, they were like in jeans and stuff like that. Like it was just regular, smegular. I guess it was just ringgit. But yeah, bitch, that's when I was like, okay, these bitches are bien chocha. Like y'all were like, I was starting to like pinpoint, like, okay, these are the curls. The people were telling me. That's what we call it about. They was like giving me the
She's a
clues,
king.
like, huh. But yeah,
Well,
bitch, you for sure,
well,
for
I have
sure.
some. I have some questions for y'all. I want to ask a question. Like, what does between
I don't
Vogue
think some
Fem?
people went.
All right, come on.
I the rest of us.
All right, y'all, keep
Oh,
going.
okay,
Keep
okay.
going.
I
Started
started in
2000.
the first ball.
Courtney is hype. Courtney
She
is
like,
hype,
all right, y'all,
y'all.
hurry up. That's it. Well, I started in 2002, and when I first came out, I wasn't getting chopped, and then I didn't get chopped until like 3 years later, bitch. Like 2005, I got chopped all of 2005. I don't know why, bitch,
You know
but I
why?
got chopped all of
Oh,
2005 for just little bitty
I
shit.
didn't even remember. Well, I wasn't
Oh,
young, but
catch,
the girls are shady on
when did
here.
you
mind you.
chop that?
But
When you
yeah,
go video,
2000.
bitch?
Because all the old bitches. I think it was because of effects and stuff. I don't do effects, bitch. They
What's
started
going
talking
on?
about bring it as an Egyptian, and I was like doing my own interpretation. And they was like, no, girl, no, no, not your own interpretation. We want Egyptian.
It was like the whole African bitch.
All right.
I started walking in like late '03, early '04. I had it kind of pretty easy when I came out, honestly. It wasn't really like chops and all of that until further down the line.
Yeah, that's like I don't know why they waited to chop us, but they waited to chop us.
I came on, I think in late '01 or yeah, late '01, '02, around there, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I think I got chopped twice, literally through the process, and it was one of them from Sanaya. I think it was battling Tahiri, and she was like, "Child, y'all ain't
Oh,
wet," and I was like, "Ugh." I was like, "Oh my god, it's my first chop ever." Yeah, like I was kind of
and I
flabbergasted,
oh.
but yeah, and I ooh, like, but but yeah, I think we ended up getting called back, so I guess it's like a chop McGough. It's half and half, but yeah. 2001, 2002.
Okay, Courtney, you could go ahead and ask yourself now. I know she
What the
waiting.
All
fuck
right.
is
She like,
breaking, bro?
girl,
I
Wait,
I
wait,
have
fuck
a
wait,
her.
Courtney. I got a question. What is all these things coming up on the screen? That's
Yeah,
like,
what is it?
what is
What is
happening?
this?
all right. Hold on. Let me explain to y'all.
I don't
What's
know
happening?
either.
Like, hold on. What's happening is that people are sending you gifts, right? And these gifts turn into like these gifts are diamonds, and they turn into beans, and they transfer to money if you have enough. So people are sending you gifts. Like people are living for you guys, and they're sending you stuff, and it's like remember Jack said all those girls are sending you flowers, so you're getting flowers right now, basically. They're sending you something, like they're sending you something. So, um, that's what's going on right now. That's what's going on across the screen.
Need.
Oh, this
The girls
Um,
don't want to give me no roses.
so
The girls
y'all,
don't give me no
please,
roses either. Okay.
y'all, please do not, please, pick your phone up. Don't have your phone sitting on nothing because it would be down. It would be down. It will start echoing and fucking up the sound.
is that what you hear?
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Can you
right, so
hear
y'all,
me? Can you hear me clear?
Yeah, you sound fab. Yeah, I think you got headphones on.
Thank.
Oh yeah, I forgot. What am I?
all right,
Yes,
so I
I
have a
Thank
did.
you,
question.
Pablo.
Oh no, I got time. Hold on.
Thank
I
you.
have a, so I have a question. I have questions for y'all. Right? What does Butch Cream Vogue Fem mean to y'all?
Oh,
So these questions, everybody don't have to answer. If you don't have an answer, you don't have to answer. If you don't have an answer for the question, you don't have to answer. But if you want to answer, you're open to answering the question. Like, what does Butch Cream
Thank you,
Vogue Fem mean
Jody.
to you?
I want to answer, but hold
she like,
on.
hold on.
For
Go
me,
ahead, Marquise.
Butch Queen Vogue Fem mean a lot to me. Like I love everything about it. I love the presence, the aura, the sass, the personality, the individuality. Just like it's an everyday thing. It's a lifestyle.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
for
Butch
me,
Queen
what I
Vogue
lo-
Femme for me
oh
is like,
sorry,
oh, go ahead, Simpson. No, go
no,
ahead.
I think what I love the most about Vogue Femme is like you have to have a certain you have to have certain things to be good at it, but you also have to equally be your own self to be noticed in this category. Like you have to like know the technical stuff, but you have to have your own style and your own like you have to have your own shit for people to like.
What happened?
His phone is going in and out.
Oh,
I would say for me,
Mine?
between Vogue film is embodying basically all the elements and possessing that femme queen s ability to your Vogue. I would say,
Okay. Anybody else
Butch
want
Queen
to?
Vogue
Anybody
Femme
else?
for me made like gave me a place to put. Oh, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I said Butch Queen Vogue Femme just gave me a place to put the feminine energy that comes with being a butch queen, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like the ultimate performance for combining who you are, but you are like kind of paying homage to this energy that we've been gifted with. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it gave me a place to put all of that. So I all the gayest things, the most feminine parts of me go into Butch Queen Vogue Femme.
Yeah,
Anybody else?
it gave me like expression. Like back
Yeah.
then, it was a little different from what it is now. Like everyone vogues, but
Thank you.
then it was like certain girls vogue, and sometimes you would look a certain way. You looked at a certain way if you vogued, and you vogue con not old way or new way, but vogue femme. They look at you like a certain kind of way until it really changed in the late '90s when vogue femme really became like a staple. Like you couldn't have a ball without Bushri Vogue Femme. And so it just made me. It was expression. It was a way just to feel cunt and be a still be a boy, basically.
Um,
Right.
if Malachi, if you
Same.
in the
I
queue,
feel that way.
Malachi, if you out there, just hit join and you can come back up, and I'll bring you back up. The next question I'm going to ask, how did this category help you find yourself?
I can answer that. Honestly, being from Kentucky and not really having an outlet going and traveling to all these different places, being able to vogue and express myself really made me into the person I am today. Traveling to all these states, meeting all these different people, I wouldn't have necessarily been able to do that in a place like Kentucky. So it kept mold me into the person I am.
I had a similar experience to that. Being from Cleveland, it's the same type of thing. It's like, it's pickup trucks and beer. It's not really, there's nothing gay going on out here. So being able to be in ballroom and finding something like between both of them, that's why I said it gave me the places that like I could finally be gay with an expression, something I could finally let off of myself. And that's what made it so special. That's why I'm so dedicated to it, honestly.
I think for me, it made me when I first seen Vogue, I used to hate it, right? And I think that was because
Oh
Thank
shit.
you, OJ.
I still wasn't comfortable being gay, right? And I think Vogue actually made me be okay with the feminine parts of me. You know what I'm saying? Like it made me be like, this is fine, So um, it definitely has for me. Vogue is everything. I feel like some of my best relationships have come from me Vogue. So um, yeah, that's it.
No T. Can I send gifts to people? Like how do you do that? It say
Anybody
first
want?
reach hard.
Anybody else want to answer that? Anybody else want to?
Press was Press was answering. Press is going.
We can't hear you, Putan.
You got to turn your
We
volume
can't
up.
hear you. We can't hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you, Prince.
A
Now
little
lift
bit.
your phone up. Lift your phone up. Now go.
And shit. You hear me?
Yeah,
Sorta.
kinda. It's a little muffy.
Turn your fan off, sis.
Oh my.
Yes, it's giving wind. It's giving wind.
She's
Turn
gonna
that
be
air
hot.
conditioner off in the back, missing that the air conditioner behind you. Turn it off.
No.
Oh, catch
Girl.
her.
Miss Sealy's Blues.
Describe this to me.
Oh look,
There
look
she
The
goes.
sun,
everybody.
What is on
the
your
sun
head,
Oh,
rises
Ricky?
when it wants to, Blanca. Hi guys,
Hey,
sister,
girl.
Ricky,
Hi.
Hey, Ricky.
girl,
Hey girl.
Courtney, I love you so much.
I love you too, Ricky. Thanks for coming.
Wait. Let me do a roster. Prince, Pretty, Tim, the other girl,
your mother.
sister. Who's
What's up,
Kitster?
daughter?
Who's
What's up,
Kitster?
daughter?
Who's Kitster? We're calling you girl. We're
Bitch,
calling you
what?
girls. We're calling you girls on location. So like literally, I
Right.
knew I knew it was gonna take a minute for everything to come in, so I came to the meeting. So sorry, guys.
Let's all right, so we on the category
He want to start already.
we on the question is, how did the category Vogue Fem help you find yourself? So Prince is on you, and then um Ricky, you can answer afterwards if you like.
Okay.
Where is she at?
Where Malachi go?
We're on
Malachi
location. Where's Malachi? Is she on the phone? That's what I was looking for.
I knew.
Malachi
Who's Kitster?
She's trying it.
Bitch, say it one more
Get
time.
this
No! Oh my
girl.
God, Michael!
Get this
Goody
girl.
Lord, you look so dark skinned, and you got a
Bitch,
beard.
I am dark skinned.
I was
What?
like, Kitster? Who the fuck is that? Like Kitster? Hi,
Are you
Kitty.
are you are you beat
Hi.
I was
Prince
like,
was Prince was tapping like
all right, Prince, let Prince answer the question.
what was the question again? Because this
The
bitch made
question is,
that's what I knew she was gonna do. What was the
what does
question?
the category Vogue Fem how did
thank
the
y'all
category
so
Vogue Fem help
much.
you find your how did the category Vogue Fem help you find yourself?
Okay, well, come on.
Ricky is carrying.
I
Hold on,
cannot
y'all.
hear this bitch
Hold on,
print.
y'all. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna mute everybody so Prince could go. I'm sorry, y'all. Go ahead, Prince.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just know how this bitch, what this bitch is giving in the middle. Um, um, yeah. So, I don't know. It really helped me find my femininity. I was going through like the psychological shit when I was young. Transition, didn't get the transition. It was so hard. So,
I can't hear you, Prince. Can you pick your phone up?
You serious?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, I gotta talk like this. Okay. I gotta talk dumb loud. Hold on. All right. So I wanted to transition and stuff like that. Okay, I'm too loud right now. Hold on. I wanted to transition, but I didn't get the chance to because things were taboo back in the days. My father didn't accept me. Like it was just very rough. I was already feminine, and things just wasn't working out. So I found voguing. It was tattoo, but then I found some love in it. I found some like maybe I could like manifest something with what I know. Not necessarily because it means a lot to me. I literally found myself. I understand my femininity. It's like I'm a woman inside, that's not gonna transition, but voguing helps me like that outlet. Like the only outlet I have. So
Okay. Everybody, if you have your phone down, please lift your phone up so we all can hear. Um, Malachi and Ricky, can one of y'all answer if y'all want to? It's up to y'all. How did the category Vogue Fem? How did
How did the category Vogue Fem help us?
yeah, I hope you hold on, let me read the question again. How did the category Vogue Fem help you find yourself?
Are you asking me and Malachi?
Yes.
Me?
Either or, anybody can go first. You go first, Ricky.
Um, I would say that the category confirmed for me that I did not have to transition because when I was young, I was hanging out with like Sandy and Tiffany and all of them, and I was like super 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 ultra ultra fine, and they just like they pushed on me like the whole transition thing and all of that kind of stuff, and I didn't do it, and like one of my peers did it, and I'm like glad I didn't, but I think that the category gave me an outlet to do that without doing what a lot of girls from my era like shifted over for like the category. And it's crazy because like Marquise is like my oldest friend, I would say, out of everybody. Like I have like tons and tons. Everybody on here is like family and sisters. But like Marquise understands like the girls I'm talking about and how it was like girls would just Papa Moan for the Ha bitch, and I could have been one of those girls easily. I'm not lying. I could have been one of those girls easily, but I think like Vogue Femme just gave me an outlet. So that's my answer.
Malachi.
For me, Vogue Femme gave me the to really just get over like my shyness. Like I'm extremely shy, and no one really believes that. But if they really think about like when I'm around people, I'm more of an
That's a
intimate
lot.
person. I can hang out with one person at a time. I've never really been a big group person, and so Vogue Femme helped me because I've always been a dancer, and anything that's dance, incorporated is something that I enjoy because I don't have to speak. So even like just doing this today, Courtney, I told you no at first. This is a lot for me, and I know everybody on here, on other levels. But if you know me, I'm better like in rehearsals and things like that. Like I'm not the person to do all of this. And so Vogue Femme helped because it was just another form of dance for me. And it was another way to be defiant. Like I've always been a defiant person. And I've always been a person, if you're going to tell me I shouldn't do something, I'm going to do it and I'm going to be the best at it. Or at least the best I can be at it. And so that was just another way to be defiant. Like, being gay and being cunt and stuff like that. I was told you shouldn't be this way. I'm gonna be the best at it. I'm gonna be defiant. If, dancing, voguing, stuff like that. As far as like my size and things like that, I always had to show someone that not only am I going to do it, I'm gonna be better than you at it. And so it was just always like defiance and just trying to find a way to be comfortable in an uncomfortable world.
Look, I'll live for
Did
that.
Kevin already answer?
Yeah,
No, because
Kevin
I
went
don't-
already.
no. Honestly, I wanted to. I wanted to know if he answered because I came on late, so I wanted to hear her answer.
You want to hear
Kevin.
my answer?
So that means you did answer, guys. Let's not be. Come on,
No,
let's
I
not
did
be
not
so.
answer. I did not answer.
I know. I'm curious because you're a generation before us, so I want to know what were you thinking. That's not funny.
It wasn't.
Y'all,
That wasn't even. That wasn't even funny. Pretty.
it
It's
wasn't it
hilarious.
right.
It's
She
oh
Kevin knows who
she.
she is, girl. Like
Like,
I
girl.
just want to her
I think
answer
Kevin just wants
because
some of
that's a good
me.
question.
I can give you a full helping after this is over. Let's finish this though first, Mom.
Oh, baby, we don't do
Okay.
that. We don't do that. We
I
don't
mean,
do
Yeah,
I'm
y'all
that.
don't
just
have to
saying.
repeat
You
it.
seems
Go
We
like
don't.
it
go
seems
on.
like
This is
you.
your thing.
It seems like you want it.
I
No,
was
and
late, so I
you were
was
giving it
late.
to me. You were giving it to me.
I laughed at Malachi. The response of Malachi that had nothing to do with you. Nothing.
Okay.
Wait,
Well then let me forget
how was
that.
my response funny?
Because
That was from my heart.
Ricky said that you came out the generation before us.
She is the generation before us,
I came out way before you. I came
and I
out,
don't want to say
and me
us.
and Ricky was right after me.
Yeah, so
Um,
I'm curious to know what it meant for her. Y'all are, bitch, honestly, and I'm not gonna play with y'all honestly tonight because, bitch, everybody in this 9 square, 8 squares, because Courtney gets a pass. I'm not playing with y'all. If I ask you any questions, because I have Courtney's block.
Okay.
so Kevin, you want to answer the question? So I'll go to the next one.
How did it mold me, you mean? How did it
How did help you? How did the category Vogue Fem help you find yourself?
I mean, art it didn't really help me find myself. I mean, I knew who I was. I knew what I wanted to do. Vogue Fem just made me was letting me express myself through dance, through Vogue. I admired watching Femme Queens do it, and so when I saw them do it, I was like, oh, I can
Thank
do that,
you.
and that kind of
Thank
thing.
you,
That's where it
Shinobi.
came from me.
Okay.
Take
The
your
next
bait.
question.
I I love
Tap
this
the
little
screen.
gift
Tap the screen.
bag thing. That shit is cute.
Take the string.
All right. So the next question I'm gonna ask is hold on,
I always
because
said I missed the bag. I'm supposed to hit it.
yes.
You're supposed to tap it.
Can y'all
You must
please
have.
lift up? If your phone is down, lift up your phone so I can hear you guys. The next category. The next
The
question
next
is
category.
who were your
Yeah,
who
next
were your
category.
Next question, you are now.
who were your ballroom inspirations? Who were your ballroom
Yeah,
inspirations?
I'm gonna head out.
Oh,
Oh
for
shit.
for
I'm gonna
for the
head out.
category.
I'm gonna head out.
It don't have to be for the category. It could be for just in ballroom in general. Maybe you would like
Uh,
somebody aesthetics that helped you. That aesthetic probably helped you to become who you are.
um, I liked so for me, I think Niambi is my favorite Femme Queen performance. Um, and then after that, I would say Armani, Charles, Lil Kevin, and Ray Ray, and a Toro. How could I forget a Toro? A Toro, of course, a Toro.
Are we going in
Thank you,
order or
Taylor.
something?
No, you could just go. Who wanna
Um,
go? Marquise gonna go next.
Mine would be Deja, and all of the Bush people before me, and actually the ones that's with me.
Hold on. Is
I
that your
think
phone?
that's Ricky's
Was
phone because Ricky
Bitch,
got
who's
it
that?
sound
quiet.
Oh,
like
it's
it sound like
probably
a
Ricky.
windstorm.
Rick, Rick, Ricky
Yeah,
Is
out
it
there
me?
in the fucking
Is it me?
yeah.
ghetto, bitch.
Does it sound loud? Does it
Yeah,
sound
girl, you in the ghetto.
windy?
Ricky, you got hair dye?
Yeah.
Oh, you
No,
got
I
Bought
just
braids.
it.
I don't wear earphones. I can move. I'll move and I'll mute it while I move.
Okay. Kitty, you wanna answer the question yet next? Your ball? Who were your inspirations in ballroom?
Yeah, I would say that I'm honestly a mixture of Arturo, Prince, and Mika.
Okay.
Oh.
Mine were
Um,
it was a combination. There was only one Butch Queen that really like made me like do anything, and that was Eugene Milan. His the way his presence was, his attitude, the way he dressed, he was always on point. So it made me think that when you Vogue, even if you're not bringing any tech, you must look good. You go, the better you look, the better you Vogue. So that made me that was a staple for me. Then it was Alyssa. It was my mother, my two mothers, Alyssa, Ashley, and my sister Sanaya. All of them together brought Kevin out.
And this is your mother? Oh, that's cute. I never knew that.
Wow.
Um, Malika, would you want to go?
Yeah, I can go. A long list, but I guess to keep it shorter, um, definitely Sanaya, Alyssa, Christina for girls. For boys, it was Mika as the Butch Queen
Oh.
and Little Kevin. That was people before me, and then people like with me. Being around my little brother Pony, Arturo, my big brother, and and even people I wanted to battle inspired me. They inspired me to like want to be better. So always battling Prince, always battling like Jamel and stuff like that. They inspired me like to get in the studio and want to fuck shit up. I could not be lazy.
Um, Pretty.
for me, for the females, it was the Trinity for me, which was Laura, Deja, and Mika. I used to watch them on like super repeat, like trying to figure out where their minds was at when they were thinking of certain stuff. And because to me, Fem Queen performance, like they interpret the beat and the story differently than everybody else does. So it would be certain elements of it that I would just try to emulate as best as I could, which of course didn't nail it because it was originally their idea and their flow. For the Butch Queens, it was this tire queen in the middle. Um, the Blondics for sure. The Blondics was the girls, the girls when I was coming out, and I had like a tape with just Malachi, Arturo, Pony. We used to just watch the whole city. Everybody here in Cleveland, we used to always come. We would steal the tape from each other watching it. So it'd be like Ricky, the Blondics, and Charles and Little Kevin. So Charles and Little Kevin were the legends when I came out. They was already legends. They was legendary. So yeah, it was them. I was like obsessed with all of them, especially Charles because Charles was tall, and I felt like I was tall, and it gave me somebody to him and Arturo were both tall, so
Isn't
it gave
isn't
me
Charles
somebody
your
to be like,
mother?
oh, there's one. Yeah, Charles
Isn't
is my
Charles your
mother.
mother? Yeah.
Yeah, Charles is my mother. She didn't when I met Charles, she didn't know that I was obsessed with her at the time.
Ricky.
Um, for me, it was all the femme queen categories. It was face. It was femme queen face. It was femme queen body. It was femme queen. It was just femme queen anything that hit the floor. Like for me, the way that they just did anything, I could figure out how to work into a Vogue. And
Deep
it
Fem
was
Queen
just like it
energy.
was all of them. I wasn't really inspired by the Butch Queens. They were competition. Femme Queens
Right.
inspired all of it. It wasn't like none of the Butch Queens inspired me because they were all inspired by the girls that I was inspired by. So it was none of the boys for me.
Prince.
Femme Queens. I guess
You
it's
gotta bring your phone closer.
We
You
cannot
gotta bring.
I hear
Yeah, I
you.
can hear you, Prince.
you can hear me. Now,
Mika.
Hold on. Go ahead, Prince. Go ahead, Prince.
all right. All right. So it's like a few. It's like first is Moldavia, Mika, Alyssa, Sanaya, speak of Tamika, right? Yeah, that's Tamika, right? For the Butch Queens, it wasn't really much because I was on the same tier with, I mean, I didn't know the names because it was established already.
Prince, I can't hear you. You got to speak up. Prince, you got to speak up. Put your phone closer to you.
All right, so I'm gonna speak like this. Is this good?
Okay.
I mean,
Do you have you have headphones? You have headphones?
no, my shit just broke today, bitch. I'm over it. I didn't want to talk about that shit. Anyway, but yeah, it was for Butch Queens. It wasn't much. It wasn't a lot of people because I was I was in my woman mode. So it's like but if when I did battle them, the people that I was battling, the people who put me on on check was Malachi, Kevin, this bitch of course in the middle, Miss Motherfucking Ricky Mickey, Pretty, like even Pretty when she came after, like Cassandra, like these people are like they just put me on perspective, just like like okay, like whenever I got sat down, it was like a little check, so but yeah, it was just it would be probably those individuals really that really like kind of like not molded me because as fat queens, those are the ones who molded me. So butch queens, those are the ones who kind of like I feel like kind of put me on track to clean myself in some ways. Femme queens, all of them, they made me feel like you know they made it feel good, But yeah, butch queens for me.
So if POCC had a list right now, and all y'all was on the list, who would win?
That's not a real question. That's
It's
not a
really
real
not because
question.
it really depends on the night. It really
Nobody,
depends
It's not a
on the
real
mood. The
question.
mode. Everyone is like, yeah.
And you know what? You know why it's not a real question? Because the Aga Ball, when we let me put this up here real quick. When the no, but
Watch where you
I'm
step
being
in.
funny.
Watch where you
With the
step
Aga what the
in.
Aga Ball did years ago, they had a category that we all could walk only if we was like of the year. And it was one of the first times it's like all of us kind of had to meet each other in a way that we were all fucking talented, but Jack and all of them knew how to preserve us, whereas though we would get the other girls out of here so that these nine squares would meet up in the final moment. When the Aga Ball, when they had that moment where it was like you had to be of the year, the first bitch that you hit the floor with was a girl that could get you out of here immediately. So it was just like, if we're talking about all of these girls in all of us who would win, it'd be a matter of who was on their game that night, from my
Mhm.
opinion.
Yeah.
Because
Who
I
didn't
think
make a mistake?
the only way that all of us beat each other is because we all know how each other votes. And that's the only
Oh.
way that we can get it. But if I'm looking outside of
Have you?
Pretty, I'm only gonna send all of y'all, bitch.
Wait,
But
You
wait a
ain't
minute
battling
though.
me though, girl.
But
what?
how
You ain't
about
Of
battling me
course,
though.
because Pretty will get to that. Because I'm sure Courtney's gonna bring that up. Like, you're not the girl that you snuck in on the
I don't
chat.
know where my bag is. How do I tap my bag?
Yeah, you got to get some
Oh,
badges. You got to get
how
some
about the
bingo
Aga Ball?
badges.
How
You got to
about the
get some
Aga Ball I
bingo.
didn't get through? That's the ball I got chopped at. My production fucked up.
You got chops, sis? I'm
Oh, look
gagging.
at
wait,
I'm
wait.
me.
That one
gagging.
the
I'm
Yeah.
gagging.
the of
Yeah,
the
I
year.
I'm
tried to have
gagging.
I had
But this
a
was before. This
production
was
and a,
before you was 10,000 though. This is before you
but
10,000,
this
so it don't matter.
but I had a production girl in the CD skip and they started reading
We
for
didn't
blood
need
to see
production,
what
sis.
shit.
We just
Thank
needed of the
you.
year.
They gave
We
production
just needed of the
malfunction.
year. But
Hit the
no, I
hit,
can.
hit the bags.
If
Hit the
I can.
bags.
If
Hit the
I can
Hit the
bags.
just be
bag.
honest, yeah, it's just like
I don't see
Courtney.
it.
You picked a
I
good
just hit it.
panel because
Don't play that
Oh,
ball.
anybody
I see
on
it.
this phone right now could take it.
It said error. I
Anybody on this
can't.
phone could take it, bitch.
No, so I have a question. So who? All right. who are some of y'all rivals coming up? Who were some of y'all rivals on here? Who has a rival?
Yeah, I'm out. Yeah, I'm out. Yeah, I'm out. Cause y'all trying to play me, bitch. Like I'm on location.
I mean, okay.
I'm out.
I
Wait,
think
before anyone answers that question, let's just say this.
uh,
Rivals mean back and forth.
Oh,
Okay? So I'm gonna give you an example. Ricky and I are not rivals. I have not won over Ricky. That's not my rival. Okay?
oh.
So when we're saying rivals, we need to be accurate. That's all I'm
That's it.
gonna say.
Be
Now y'all go.
consistent. That's why I live for you.
So you wouldn't even consider somebody who had like a really really hot battle that everybody remembered like a rival.
No,
Now,
Okay.
that's not a
No,
so
because
rival.
Okay.
you,
so
yeah, you never went
Not a
back and
you
rival.
forth.
think, so
You
you
never
think, so
saw
you
each
think
other
about
again.
you think think about like a boxing match or something like that. If it's giving 1-1, 2-2, or something like you know what I'm saying, like that's a rivalry that goes back and forth. If you always getting slayed or if I'm always getting slayed, that's not a rivalry. That's
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's
we just
fair.
battle.
If
So
you
so
like if you actually look at this whole thing, Kitty and Marquise was a rivalry.
Mhm.
mhm
Kitty and Pretty became a rivalry.
Mhm.
mhm.
Pretty and Tim Tim had some meetups. Kevin, you actually don't have a rival on this motherfucking plantain. I
right.
only have Prince as a rivalry, and
I
Malachi,
think
your
I think
rival,
I think that me and
because
Kevin
all of
went
the
back and
girls that you
forth. I
came up
think
with
that
battling aren't on here, except
But
for
no,
you. You fell in
no,
No,
I
line.
think
Kevin and
Me
Malachi
and Kevin went
definitely
back
had
and
a
forth.
little.
Me and Prince went back and forth a few
No,
times too.
It wasn't a
me and
rival
Mal,
though. It wasn't no rivalry.
Oh,
when
it
I,
definitely gave. It definitely gave. Oh, it definitely gave that. Wow, it definitely
It
did.
wasn't.
It definitely gave. Oh, definitely did. When you called us both out for the battle,
Kevin,
yeah,
who was
a
your
couple of
rival?
times.
Because you was in Atlanta for a large chunk of when we were all kind of in New York, outside of like not everybody, but like who was your rival in Atlanta?
Vito at first before I became a Milan.
Vito,
Oh
Miss
yeah.
Vito.
Me and Vito, and then I would say after Vito, it was me and Kitty and me and J Lo a lot. I would battle, and then
Yeah.
when I start, then I start battling Marquise a lot, and then Sheldon. Those were like and Pretty. Those were the
Work
ones I battled a lot.
Sheldon.
Yeah,
those
Sheldon.
those were the
When it
people I
was
battled a
when
lot.
I finally came to the East Coast, it was me versus Kitty, me versus Marquise, me versus Tim Tim, and me versus Sheldon. It was they kept putting us against each other all
Hmm.
the time. Every time we would go to a ball.
Mm-hmm.
I have
And
a
I would, you know,
question.
Wait,
who else
wait,
I used
wait.
to battle? I
Who
used to
did
battle
who?
Angel a
Wait,
few times too.
who all in the chat? Who all in the chat did Sheldon send?
Did woohoo?
Who all in the chat did Sheldon send?
Oh,
Did
she got me
Sheldon
one. She
sin?
got me one night in DC.
Shit, get
She
Sheldon
got
got
you,
me.
me
sis.
what?
She got you, sis.
She got me in
Kitty, I know
DC and
she
won a
got
little
you,
in the
bitch. I
Monday
know
Night
she got
Madness.
you, Kitty.
No
She
matter of
didn't get
fact,
me,
no,
bitch.
the ball what we had on the T-shirt.
now.
Who was born DC?
Cause that was that. Cause those
That's
was
the night me and
giving
you
local
battle.
teams. Those was
Yeah, yeah,
DC
yeah.
vibes. Those were DC vibes.
All right, I have a question for
Yeah,
y'all.
the Monday Night Madnesses was
Yes,
really
come
popping. That's
Oh,
the
on.
shame.
they were
That's
Mm-hmm.
hot.
the
They were
shame.
hot. They were
I have
The
a
Monday
definitely
Night
question.
hot.
Madnesses.
I have a question.
That's all.
What's
That's all. Rick makes you start kidnap me and make me come to DC all the time for that.
Monday Night
I,
Madness was the only thing that mattered for about like 2 years.
Yeah.
It really
I,
was. Monday,
It did.
DC was nasty for a while because I didn't even like DC, and then I was just wasn't coming to DC because it was the con land and there was rumors like if
Right.
you come to
Mm-hmm.
DC, you come to DC, and if you Vogue and if you beat somebody, they gonna beat you. So I'm like,
Yeah.
nigga, I'm not going to
Yeah.
DC
See,
to
I
eat
never
somebody out
But
experienced
the
and then they
shade
gonna
But
beat
was
me
Kevin,
out.
they
you
So I
wasn't
was
also
like
not
Kevin,
that
doing
you
it.
should
though.
you shouldn't like DC, Kevin, because that was the first time I won over you and
That
beat you.
why,
It
that
was
why,
that was the
that
first
why.
time.
But
That
that
was
was
the
the first.
first
But
Hey,
but
time.
Erica.
in DC, the first time I walked in DC was at that Ayana and Charles ball, and I won that night. I beat Eugene that night and somebody else. And then after that, I every time I went to DC, it was life. I got life in DC, And then I even won Legendary Performance of the Year in DC. Like I couldn't believe that even happened, but
Which
it happened.
Eugene Aga or Milan?
Eugene Aga.
Okay.
Eugene Milan had been
Yeah,
stopped
Eugene
walking.
Aga.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you were Jamel had
Eugene Mizrahi.
She.
did what needed to be
I'm
done.
not gonna hold you. Miss RJ's Monday nights meant
Bitch.
everything. And honestly, and the
Yeah,
reason
they were
why it meant
everything.
everything because bitch, Kevin, I'm looking at the little square under mine. You know, it was took years. But Monday night
Bitch,
was
it
when
was
Monday night was when I
the
knocked the
night,
street
the
day
night
off,
it
bitch.
was bringing like your favorite femme queen. She bought it like Sanaya, I bought it like Alyssa. We both ate our tens in the battle. She gave it. She gave it. Then it was Sanaya. Then I gave it some
She
more
gave
Alyssa.
what she
It was
gave.
fine.
It
Girl,
gave what she
that's
gave.
because Ballroom has been giving you a pass for years
But
and you over
they've been
Morgan like
giving me the
Alyssa.
rose for years because I was that bitch. Every time you came to Philadelphia or New York or every I needed to see you,
You ate it the fuck
you
up.
took
You
your
got me
bag and
together
you went on,
every
girl.
time. You got me together
I
every
will
time.
I will
And
say this.
the first time that little pointy
I will say
toe
this.
was on that foot in motherfucking DC, bitch, I knew that ass was girl,
But
because
No,
I
so
knew
Kevin
I was
had the
just like they
longest
said,
reign.
bring it like your favorite
Kevin,
feminine.
I have a question. I have a question. So, what's the person you battled that you know how you battle someone and you know that once you win that battle, now you're in the door? What's that person you set to get your name out there?
oh,
I'm getting out. I'm going first. It was Kevin. I'm out.
they got
real talk,
actually there are two
I'm
people
going
on here
first. It was
that's
Kevin.
gonna
I'm out.
say that.
I'm out.
Go ahead, go
Kevin.
ahead.
No shade, mine was my sister.
Who was yours, sis? Wait, who was yours?
You.
You the other way,
Kitty.
girl.
Yeah, because we was both from Baltimore, and you was like the girl, and I had to get you to become the next girl. So I had to get
You
you.
was a runway girl though. Why you wanted
Yeah, but
me?
you was the girl, like you
I
was the
honestly,
Baltimore jewel, like you was the finest thing in Baltimore, and I had to get you, girl, because I wanted that pussy.
for me, I think
No.
it was probably I think it probably was Berlin. I
Yeah.
think it was
Ooh,
Berlin.
Worked him too. Worked him too. It was Berlin.
Kevin.
Mine was y'all know mine was Miss Prince, honey. Y'all know that. Y'all know that.
You
After
want to Miss
that, it was
No.
like pow pow pow. Mm.
No.
Pretty,
Mine
yours
would
should have been
After
definitely
that, it went
Kitty.
left.
No shade.
Mine
mine
was a
was
It
you,
blonde.
wasn't
Ricky.
Yours
Kitty. It
should have been
wasn't Kitty. It
Kitty.
was.
Kitty got you
Well, you
chopped up
look.
and
It seemed
dressed.
like everybody got you, Missy. Worry about
Who got
that.
me?
Mine is the blonde situation.
Ricky, you was mine.
Prince, what was yours,
Who
Prince?
was mine? Who said that was mine?
I did.
Ricky.
Wait, I can't see it. I can't even see what's that name.
Kitty.
It was Kai
Oh,
and
Prince
Kitty,
said
I'm so
shut
glad
Prince
you
up.
said
don't
the
you
line.
take them
You
away
know
from
what?
your face.
You know what, Kitty? Shut the fuck up. Because you know what? You bitches, what y'all did with that motherfucking state, no, not even the state to state. What was it?
It was rags to riches.
It was the rags to fucking riches.
Right.
What
It was
y'all
a
did with the
regular
rags to
rags to
riches
riches.
They was
wasn't
getting
a
It
her
was
up
a
out of
disgrace.
here.
regular
What y'all
rag.
malarkey did was a
You trying to make
conspiracy.
it something special. It wasn't nothing special, girl. It was a regular rag.
Exactly. No, it wasn't. You know what? It was a special rag because bitch, it was gonna be my third rag. And Kitty, you wasn't even landing your dips back then.
Bitch,
They
I
were
landed
so
all my
gassed.
gifts,
They were
baby.
so
No,
gassed that you
bitch,
had to tell us
please.
bitch. No,
Bitch,
bitch.
please.
No, Kitty.
I gagged
Fucking
you.
bitch.
I
Kitty, shut
gagged
the fuck up, you
you.
bitch. They were so tight. They were so hyped
Bitch, I was
because Miss
cycloning
Law
the
knew
fuck
that
out of
she
you.
couldn't. Miss Law knew that she could never. And
I
bitch,
was
you
Wait,
ready to
cycloning
Ricky.
fuck
the
me?
fuck out of you.
Listen, I got you, and I duck walk.
I cycloned the fuck out of you.
That bitch did duck walk. That bitch
I,
did duck walk.
Yo.
Um,
I
You
duck
even
walked
bust a
that night.
little spin.
I
You even
duck
bust a
walked that
little
night
spin
because
move
I
and
knew there was no
everything.
way you were getting over Kitty from Chicago with a duck walk. Without a
You
duck walk.
hopscotched.
all right, I have
And
another
that was
question.
eating it. I'm not
What's your
lying because Kitty, honestly, when we was at the Revlon ball in all white, bitch, when you came out and you was a blonde then, we were all it was me, Malachi, Kevin, who else was there? Vivica, did you walk? You
I
wasn't
was at
you did
Ramon.
Yeah, you was in. Oh, you was in my shot house.
She said
Everybody
my
was
So
ball.
mind
trash.
She
you,
said it was my ball.
Miss
I was
Kitty came out.
I
Miss
was a
Kitty came
kid.
out
I was
first
a
battle.
kid. I was a
Miss
kid.
Kitty came out first battle, bone white, bitch, and she went into a tunnel spin that sent Philadelphia into thread, and it was giving like
Ooh.
it was giving like okay, nice bone Kitty. But actually, that's
Oh,
kind of nice, Miss Kitty. You probably got the biggest resume on this whole motherfucking thread. It's
No, I would say
only me.
Marquise does.
No, your resume is
At
Marquise's.
this one.
No.
Marquise
Zara,
got the 10,000.
all right,
She's a kid.
what is your favorite element and what's your least favorite element?
You talking to me?
Everybody, anybody, go ahead.
Everybody, bitch.
My
that bitch like
favorite
you talking to
That's
me.
element
crazy.
my favorite element of course is spins. My least favorite is hands. I can't do nothing with that.
My
My
favorite.
My
favorite is catwalk. My least favorite is duck walk. My legs.
Oh, son.
Bitch, your duck walk is nasty. Bitch, how dare you?
Yeah, and back in the day, I can't duck walk no more.
My favorite is my hands. My least is my duck walk.
Who said that, Marquise?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
my favorite is
My
my catwalk. My least is probably spins. I be getting scared up there, bitch. I be wanting to go for a spin, and I'm like, I think that somebody's spinning into the crowd, and I'm like, break it down, break it down.
I'm losing it.
friend,
I think. Oh,
yeah,
You can hear me?
that bitch could do it all.
right.
Right.
No.
If you talk,
Favorite right now is Duck Walk, and it was my favorite. It's I'm getting bitter, bitch. But my favorite is Catwalk. I would say Catwalk is raw performance. I can't choose, bitch. Mm.
Malika, what about you?
definitely catwalk is a favorite. I'm definitely not duck walking for y'all. Like that's a lot of money to give up for a duck walk. Um,
They just can't pay me to
I
duck
got
walk.
duck walk. I got duck walks for tens in the back. In the back, I gotta start off with a duck walk. It has to be in the back before anything. Before I get tired, or it has to be for an LSS where you can't judge it. That's
They judge you then, bitch. They judge you then.
They yeah,
this is
especially
true.
now they judge
This
you. That's why I
this is
run,
true.
bitch. I hit it. They like LSS. I go to the bathroom.
I think back in the day, mine used to be spins, but bitch, I can't even keep my balance now. So I
That's what
catwalk,
I'm saying.
and the least favorite would be duck walk.
Everyone is with duck. Let me
I'm
ask a quick
like,
question.
I'm like,
Me,
I'm
I'm
I
over
sitting
like
on the
30.
duck walk.
phone like,
I'm over
I like
30 now.
oh,
My
walking.
knees don't move like
okay.
that.
I gotta be
If
really
if
into it to
if
duck walk.
everyone
Kind
if
of.
Duck
You
walking
everyone
is
gotta.
one
on
of my
here
best
over
elements.
30, if
I'm
everyone
sitting
over
there like,
30,
okay, because I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
No, I'm 22.
Ricky,
child,
Wait,
everyone is
who's
over
what?
30.
You're what?
I'm sitting on the phone
You're
like,
what?
okay, okay.
I'm 22.
So what do y'all think about the category now? What do y'all think about the between Vogue Fem category now? Because
Fool.
I'm not
you
gonna say
got
it's a fool, but
no, uh,
where's the femme queen at? It's Butch Queen voguing like a Butch Queen now. I don't see no femme queen.
Yeah,
It's
there's
up and
like
down.
I can tell you there's a couple girls that I really see, but there's a lot that I just like, oh,
so I like this generation now. The generation that I didn't like was the generation when YouTube first started because I felt like they didn't work with actual Voguers who came before. Like I feel like with me, I worked with Voguers who came before me, but I feel like a lot of kids learned through YouTube, so they couldn't. I don't know. It just seemed like a disconnect. Like I feel like a lot of people learn from YouTube. So, but this new generation, I really, really like this new generation. Yeah, sorry.
I think a lot of them take
Like
classes
this
and stuff now.
generation, bitch.
yeah, that definitely wasn't a thing when we were coming
No.
up. There was no
No,
classes.
No. No,
there was no
it was
classes.
definitely self-taught, definitely like, emulating the people that you lived for. But there wasn't no classes, like no. And there's nothing wrong with that. I
I
think that like Vogue Femme is just like any other dance culture. Like you can take a class like you would like learn ballet. I love the fact that there are classes being taught. I just wish they would pay attention in those classes. Because I feel like there are some good teachers.
Yeah. But they don't
I
take
will
I feel
I
like
classes.
will
there's some
say
good teachers.
I will say
They don't take
Kevin
classes. They vote
Kevin,
with each
what
other.
is the difference between all of us from when you were voguing film?
Oh,
What you
well,
mean?
Vogue Fem is transcended so much, and it's much better than it was then to me. Back then, it was more about, it was just being kind and having little hands, and I mean, it was a full performance, but it got faster as the next generation came up. It got faster and faster. Like it's too fast now, but it got faster. So like back then, it was kind of slow. So even when I look back at tapes, I'm like, damn, bitches is moving real slow. It didn't really get faster until like 90, 98 or something, 99. That's when I got a little faster. I mean, I see more
Thank you,
dancing
Erica.
now. I see more dancing now than I did back then, for
I
sure.
Yeah.
think from
Mm-hmm.
my opinion, if I answer it, I think that as Vogue Femme has evolved, there's been a separation of being feminine and being cunt. It is a big difference. And
Explain
honestly,
that.
the evolution of the category is dramatic. I'm not gonna hold you. The
But even with a
evolution of the
dramatic
category
performance,
has gone. It's gone more acrobatic and more dance. It's
Flipping
it's
on the
it's more dance. I feel like.
but
It
it
is.
still should be femininity in it though. Like there's not enough femininity in
I
the
just feel like the
dramatics. Like
character has been taken out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like the
Mm-hmm.
mere fact that we all have, some of us had use our real names, but most of us use a stage name or a
Yeah.
nickname or something like that. And just the mere fact that they don't even do that no more. They're just like Brian Ibisu. You know what I'm saying? Like they just come straight. Like they don't even do
Who's
that. So I
Ryan?
think that doesn't.
who's
I'm just saying. No,
who's in the beast too?
you.
We're
No,
pretty
I didn't want to say
very
anybody's house. I didn't
very
want
very
to.
off there.
I didn't want to say anybody's house on here, so I didn't want to offend nobody. So that's why I said Ibisu, but there's no
No,
Ibisu.
sis,
So, but
offend, offend,
no,
But
no.
I do agree with that though. I
offend,
I do
offend.
feel like nobody
This
has
is
like that
Courtney
standout
Page,
presence
bitch.
anymore. Like nobody has that.
Yeah, because
You don't you
it's
don't think
all
you don't
who
think
can
No,
anyone
outflip
has a
each
standout
other
presence
and who can out.
from today?
No, personality, like
no, I
personality, like
I
the
can't
character.
pinpoint
You know.
one Vogue film that I can be like, oh, she's the top Vogue film right now.
What about Pussy West?
Really?
Pussy,
Pussy,
That's the
pussy,
only
pussy.
one.
I'll say pussy.
I
Pussy
can say
is
I
the
can
top
say like I can
film,
say
but
my
it's
favorites
not
right
it's
now
not
from
giving what our era gave. Like there's
It
no
is.
Tim Tim
She
so
doesn't have
pretty.
no
She's
There's not
competition.
no
She don't have
girls.
no competition. She don't have no competition. We all had each
I
other
don't
to
see.
deal with every fucking week.
what
She
about y'all?
don't
Don't.
have no
What about like?
competition. Pussy
I
kind of
like
stands up here compared to the rest of them.
all of the hot Vogue films to me are in the House of West.
Right.
no, I
There's
like
no
I
question.
like I
So
like Pussy, and I like what's her name, Honey LaBeija. No, Honey, whatever her
No,
That's
name
just
is.
honey,
Yeah.
Balenciaga.
Yeah,
Balenciaga.
honey, she's a
Honey
Balenciaga.
Balenciaga.
honey's
I
just
like
getting
her.
started though.
You said she's
She's
just
just
getting
getting
started,
started.
but
Yeah, honey got a
but
Yeah,
lot.
she's
she
hot.
just
She's
started.
She
hot,
coming
but
for the
she's hot
girls.
though. But
Yeah,
she's
she's
hot
But see,
though.
hot.
that's
She's
because
coming for the girls.
she has a
A
persona. Her name is
personality.
Honey.
Mm-hmm.
She's got this bang. She's got a look.
So
You know what I'm
and
saying? She
that's
has
what
a
and that's what you
persona.
were
That's
talking
why
about
she's
that they don't have.
memorable.
She has what you were
Yeah,
talking about.
Yeah.
exactly.
Well,
She does. She definitely
of
does.
course I didn't mean honey. She's in my house.
Right. And kudos to y'all for that. Y'all ain't that. No shade.
Well, if that's the case, if everybody on this thing, what was everybody's personality when we was all walking and competing?
Bitch, we
I think
still
we've
have
been a
to.
little hard on this new generation.
No, I wouldn't say that we're being hard on the new generation, but I don't feel like the new
Oh, Tim,
generation
Tim,
can give what this panel is
You
giving
talking
yet. Like
You
I don't
talking
see that.
Them carrying,
I
I
don't see that in
mean,
them.
I'm gonna say it like this. Every time one of us comes out, we have a chance.
sweetie. I said personalities.
If you have right,
What is everyone's
that's the
personality? Because
personality.
honestly, that is what everyone on this phone kind of came up on. We all came up on a personality because honestly, None of us does anything better than the next bitch on here. But what it is when we showed up, our personality shined in our Vogue better than the next bitch that we competed. It's the reason that all of
Exactly.
us have either won over each other, lost to each other, whatever. So, what is your personality? Like, what?
It's unique though. I think that
Do
everybody's personality here
you know
is unique.
Hold on. Let Prince saying something.
Come
I
on,
said
Prince.
personality here is like it's unique, meaning
Prince, we can't hear you. You're
They
so
can't hear
low.
you, baby. You gotta.
you can't hear
Y'all
me.
know she
We want you to
quiet,
speak a
man.
language,
Y'all
but
know
we
she
can't hear you.
quiet, right? Trying to force her
The people want to
transition.
hear from you, Miss Thing. Come on.
Hey, I'm fucking trying to talk. I'm gonna just talk like this. I feel like everyone is
Sit up,
different.
sis. Put your back against the wall. Like, put your little long dick. She trying to be fat shit. She trying to be quiet. Like, stop, sis. Like, stop. Speak out, sis. We need it. We need it right now. We need it right
Hey,
now.
something's wrong with my mind.
We need it right
The
now.
Something's
mic,
wrong with
the
my
What you doing
mind.
here, Miss Thing?
Something's
Look
wrong
at
with
Prince
my
right there. She
mind.
right there.
I'm right here, bitch. Let's go ahead.
Don't
Hey,
start. Don't
you
start.
back?
I'm not starting
Don't
thing.
start. Don't start.
You can hear me?
I miss you, sis.
yeah, we can hear you if everybody be quiet.
I mean, that's what I was saying. Maybe that's why my phone is kind of probably fucked up.
Mute everybody.
I got you right
Courtney.
now. Go ahead, Prince. Go ahead, Prince.
I'm saying that everybody's personality is different, meaning like we all have a distinctive style of voguing, like to a certain degree. Like we all like if we come out and we catwalk. Some
Prince,
people
I can't hear you again. You don't.
in our
I mean, hold your phone up like this and put your mouth to it. No homo.
I'm doing that right now, bitch. I hate when you said no homo, bitch. Um, it's not even working. I don't even know. See, I think it's gotta talk like really far. I gotta talk like really big. Hold on. So, yeah, I hate it. That I gotta really talk with a high tone voice. So everybody here has a distinctive vogue. Meaning, if everyone catwalks and comes out on a catwalk, you can tell who the fuck is who. So literally, that's what makes our personality because it's like everybody has a different style of a catwalk in this room. I mean, this panel. It's like, like that's our personality. So it's like a lot of people don't have that now because I feel like everybody is trying to be better than everybody else. People are trying to run up the walls, do a backflip, and do a triple side cut, whatever bullshit. It's like it's starting to become more like of an entertainment thing than more like of a being in one with yourself in voguing. You know, I don't know. I just like it's just like it's too much, bitch.
Mind you, I can hear you perfectly now. You sound so much better.
I know I gotta really cut it up. I see. Damn, that's fucking crazy.
Let me let everybody else back in.
But
Like,
yeah,
if all of you were covered up, could you still know who you are because it's personalized? And I think that is such a specific and honest question because I actually walked a category like that and I thought that I would just shine out because bitches knew who I was because I was covered. And honestly, being covered was the worst thing that could work
Wow.
for my style of Vogue.
that's what exactly makes us all unique. It's like
Yeah, exactly.
we like literally all have a distinctive style, like a unique style. Now it's like I guess the new kids are learning so much from the videos and taking classes that they're not taking classes from the icons and the legends. We learned from VHS. Like we learn from watching fucking videos, like cassette players type shit. Like people are now like watching shit on
Hell yeah.
YouTube and they have like access to the internet. It's like a
And
different fucking
notice,
like
and notice
Prince.
they're only watching the girls' best battles. Remember
Mhm.
that. They're not watching pole balls anymore. They're watching the hottest battle of the night and then watching the next ball's hottest battle of the night. So they're only seeing it from a certain perspective. They're not getting the whole story. They're not getting the fact that Ricky came out and snapped Malachi, and then Malachi went and ran. You know what I'm saying? They're not getting all of the background for behind it. You know what I'm saying? That adds to your personality. The
And
story is that's going on while the category is happening is just as much a part of the category as actually performing in it. The girls
And the
crochet
behind the
when they're sitting on
stage
the
scenes.
side. The girls,
Agreed.
yeah,
Agreed.
yeah, that's what
Agreed.
adds to the rest of it. They're only seeing a very small part of what happens at a ball, and then they're copying
exactly, and
those
now
moves, and that's why
exactly.
everyone is coming out
I don't even know.
doing the same thing
I
over
wouldn't
and
even
over and over
say.
again.
I wouldn't even say a small part. I just think that like it all works into everything
You
because
can't put it in the camera. You can't put it in
everybody
the
on
camera.
here, I would
Oh,
never win
You
over
can't put no
if
bottle
it
in the
came
camera.
to elements. Everyone on here has a better element than me, but the one thing that I have over all y'all bitches is stage presence because I don't have none of y'all elements.
bitch, I remember this. I remember this. What? I'm not even gonna
That's true.
say it.
She does have a lot of stage presence. That's one thing.
No,
Caviar,
no,
She's a
she
Caviar,
does
showgirl.
for
Caviar.
sure,
She's a
for
showgirl
sure.
It's
for
trying to
sure.
get to a woman battle, man.
But
All right.
it's really true. It's really true. Like when you really boil it down to like, it's not. It has nothing to do with elements because like all of that nonsense or all of that kind of stuff, bitch. All of us compare each other off, and it's not about that. Like, girl, everybody can fake a stunt. I can't duck walk,
I have
but
a,
I can
I
eat.
have a,
I got all your bitches.
Oh,
I
sorry.
got over all y'all with fun, bitch. Like I'm not
I
gonna
have a,
hold you.
I have a question. I have a question. So, if you could go back in time and talk to yourself right before you walk, what
Oh,
ball would it be, and what would you say?
Don't
What
get
was
too
the
excited,
question?
bitch.
What was the
The cat.
question?
All right, I'm gonna say it again. Hold on, let me mute everybody because I'm gonna try to really answer this one. This is a good one. If you could go back in time and talk to yourself right before you walked, what ball would it be, and what would you say? Hold on. Let's go, Tim. Let's go.
Um,
Okay.
Go
I'm
Okay.
gonna
Tim Tim.
say I'm gonna say POCC
Oh,
2007, right? And and the reason I would go back to that ball is because I feel like I had won in New York a few times. I was of the year in New York, but when I got on that stage, I was so nervous. I think that if I would go on, if I had to redo it, I would hype myself up like, "Bitch, you of the year!" Like why you so nervous? Like I would pump myself up more and I would have more confidence now back then if I could redo that all over.
Malachi.
Um. So if I had to, it would be the Aga Ball at Club Nations against Ricky.
Mm. Why she laughing?
Yo.
You would have
So
never let
so
me
wait.
grab that
So
mask
wait. So
off the
let's.
panel, bitch. You would have never
Bitch,
got. You would have
no,
never let me get that mask.
no, no, baby. I would have ripped that fucker. It definitely would have gave clear the whole piano props before we even hit sunset. Pick up kind of props, all props, all chops, all turns, anything she could get her hands on. Clear it off, bitch, before we battle. Keep in mind. So back to what Pretty was saying. That is definitely a night where we kikied before the ball. First of all, we kikied that whole weekend. Bitch,
Mind
that whole
you,
weekend, Gay Pride
yeah,
weekend, kikied
we
that
killed
whole
Frank
weekend.
all weekend.
Kiki that whole weekend, bitch. That
And
battle, bitch, I don't know you. You don't know me, bitch. It definitely, bitch, it definitely gave, bitch. Mind you, I'm blaming Deshaun, bitch, because Deshaun picked the battle. You know, whoever won the battle had to pick the next battle. Deshaun and Ricky. I wasn't prepared to battle her, bitch. That's my sister. Bitch, we having an old good old time, bitch.
mind
We
you, we
battle,
were
I lose.
only. And mind you, that's when we was tight because it was giving very like y'all was on the product side, we was on the other side. It's like, girl, we won't
Bitch.
beat her.
And was
We won't
Kiki
beat
in
her.
after, bitch? Was Kiki in after, bitch?
Mind
Like
you, and
falling out,
that was when
bitch.
Kitty was a kitten, bitch. That was when Kitty was a kitten. But you was a
Oh,
threat, you little nasty
baby.
bitch. because you
Oh,
know what?
baby. Oh,
Because you
little
said
Kevin,
you
you
hit
know.
me when I
Kevin,
did
you
that little
remember.
like little kick push on your little
What
ass.
would you, Malachi? What would you
Ke-
say to
Ke-
yourself? What would you?
oh,
What you say? I remember
I just
Malachi.
told you. I just told you. I'm removing all props from the judges panel, bitch. Remove all the props from that judges panel. Because, bitch, that's the only reason why she won, bitch. So if I could talk to myself today, bitch, about '05, clear that whole panel, bitch. She not getting nothing.
What about you? What about you, Kevin?
Um, I don't even know what ball it was. It was me and Malachi. We was at,
My
I think it was
phone
a
died.
PLCC ball. We was on the
No, it was
stage.
in DC when she kicked you in your face and you grabbed
When
her
you
boot,
trip,
bitch.
Oh,
No,
she
no, 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 no,
attacked me,
no, no,
mistake.
not
She,
that.
she kicked
No,
me.
She
no,
don't want
not
to
that.
bring it up. She don't want to bring it up. She want to be cute.
I, I kicked her
She
by
attacked me.
mistake. I
That's
kicked her by
why.
mistake. I kicked her by mistake.
Oh, really? Oh,
I kicked.
really?
She
I hit
wants to
people
be
on the runway.
cute.
I've
I
She
never
don't
wants
hit
to
people on
be
the
believe
He,
that,
runway.
cute.
Kevin.
She wants to be
oh, no,
cute.
no.
Her girlfriend almost
Tell,
kicked you
wait,
in the
wait.
face, bitch, at the
I'm going to
motherfucking
tell you.
DC Monday night, and you got
I'm going to
raped.
tell you. No, no, bitch. I'm going to tell you why I know it wasn't a mistake. Because that's the second time she kicked me. The first time was at the Revlon ball, bitch, when we had on all pink, and I
Speak,
won over her
sister.
then.
Speak, sister.
And
Speak,
I
sister.
won over her at the
Speak,
Revlon, bitch. She
sister.
kicked me then, too.
He has
You like to
convenience.
attack
He has
the
convenience
girls,
privileges.
girl.
Speak,
You
sister.
like to touch. You
I
like
don't
to touch.
recall
You a
that.
touching girl.
That's not
Of course
true.
you
Cause she's a
don't.
Not
touchy
me.
girl. Cause that's what
You a
she
touching
wants,
girl.
and
That's
that's
You
what
not
a
Hold
she
on,
true.
yeah,
touchy
wants.
hold on, yeah,
girl.
hold on, yeah,
You are
hold
a
on,
touchy.
y'all, hold,
Kevin,
hold.
Kevin, you said on me at the Monday Night Madness. You are a touchy girl.
Speak, girl. Like that's what I'm
Oh.
talking about. Work, Courtney. Get the girls together and let them air it out. You're a touchy girl, and you know that.
Oh.
Oh shit! Oh, you know what, Kenny? You know what,
Alyssa, Sanaya,
Kenny?
and Ashley did not teach you that, girl. They did not teach
No,
you. Eugene did not teach you that, girl.
And honestly,
Sanaya,
you've been getting
Sanaya
over
did.
on
Sanaya
the
did.
listen name for
Sanaya
years.
definitely taught you. Sanaya
Sanaya
definitely
did.
taught you that,
Sanaya did.
girl.
Sanaya
Sanaya
did
You've been
definitely
taught
getting
taught
over
you
me.
on the
that.
listening for years, and Prince is still vulgar.
Ricky, you sitting outside?
She
Huh?
ain't got no house to go. She ain't got no home.
You
I
know,
knew that. I knew. I
you know.
knew. I
What you say,
knew.
Kevin? Wait, what you say?
Oh,
She lives under a
oh,
bridge.
That
Yes,
bitch
you know
live.
right.
I do.
That bitch live under the Brooklyn Bridge, bitch.
But
That
wait,
is, that is, she gonna,
back to Courtney's question. If I could remove the only moment that I have ever had in ballroom, and bitch, it is a scar on me constantly. It was when I tried to do Deja at that Ebony Ball. when I tell y'all, when I tell
oh,
y'all the
oh.
only thing
Wait,
that
wait, wait.
I'm not
I was
gonna hold you.
Look
I'm
at
not
you
gonna
over
hold
here.
you.
like, okay.
The only thing that made that whole moment work was Milan.
Cause she look worse than you.
No
She was
shiggity,
worse
bitch.
than me.
No shiggity.
She
I
was
keep.
worse than me,
I'm gonna
and
tell you.
I'm not gonna hold you.
I keep so long after that, baby girl.
Mind you,
Oh,
Sanaya has talked to me twice before I was that girl. Like when I was coming up, Sanaya has only talked to me twice, and it meant so much. She talked to me once at the PLCC in the park when I got chopped, and she said, "Rick, what were you thinking? Sneakers and gloves." And then, mind you, hold on. And the only other time that she ate me up big was at the Ebony Ball. How dare I come out as Deja, the only girl that could steal her whole clan? And she said, Ricky, she came over to me. She said, girl, how long is it going to take for you to get all that off? Bitch! When I tell you, when I tell you, there was never any other moment. Chop, chop, scrop, plop, bitch. I went enough to chop.
I'm
Can I
When
ask
hollering.
you a
she
question?
said,
Let me ask you.
when she
Why didn't
said
you
to
do
me,
Sanaya that night?
huh?
that's what
Why didn't you? Why
I
didn't you
want to
do
know.
Sanaya
So
that
I
night?
want to know that
You know
too.
why? You know why?
She had
Because
already did her.
honestly, at that time, I did not know what the category really meant. Bring it like your favorite femme queen, and I went there. The category was Jennifer Stella Fred. It was Jennifer, and it was wrong. It was wrong. I did not. I didn't understand the
Yo,
category. You know what? At that moment, I wasn't. I was fresh to New York, and my thing was create a moment. Create a moment. You do. You
you
know,
did.
go for what
You
you're
did.
doing. And my idea was
Well, yeah,
the biggest moment that I've
nailed
ever
it.
seen was Deja jumping over a motherfucking chair, and all of it was Mystique. But I don't vote a lick like Deja.
Right.
And
And
bitch, it was
you didn't have the
wrong.
shape either.
It was wrong,
Wrong
and
with
all
mine.
the ballroom told me it was wrong. But Miss Milan really made it worse. Miss Milan really made it worse, bitch. She really made it worse. And then she tried to take a. There's a picture that's floating around where she took a pic. Y'all know what the fuck
That's
I'm
all
talking about.
together.
That's why y'all giggling. There's a picture of Milan floating around where she came up to me and she wanted a picture with me, but she got chopped second.
I was gonna say who went first? Who went first? She went. You went
I
first.
went first, so I could have been getting dressed,
So
but
you kept the
Milan
crowd
came out.
warm for
But Milan came out doing like Allura stuff. And it was just like, girl, you didn't even try. You out here in the same outfit, and now you want to take a picture with me.
her.
You want to take a
Yo,
picture with me, fucking me up for my future shit.
Oh my
Like
gosh.
I was on a good run. I can take
That's
a hit.
key.
But
But
why?
Milan
You
really
didn't even
tried it. She
try.
really tried it. And now look at her. Say, Yana,
ah,
tell him, friend, tell him. He
Oh
said
my
it.
god.
Tell him, say Milan tried it. Milan tried it.
Who
Milan,
is
try
that?
that.
Girl,
She
where you
really
at?
tried it.
Wait,
Look, look,
hold
we
on,
look.
hold on.
She in the hood.
We
Hold
still
on,
at
y'all.
the beach, girl. We on location. I told you I was
I
taking
want to,
this interview on location.
I want to hear Pretty, and I want to hear Kitty too. And Prince as well.
So let's
Um,
get to the real shit because Pretty and Kitty is nasty.
Girl, mind you, I'm not even gonna start about how Ricky used to have us voguing in the house battling each other. And talking about some she is not your girlfriend. She is not your
Boot
girlfriend.
camp, bitch. And what did you do? Failed and went to Lombard.
Oh girl.
What did she do? What
What
did she
ball? I'm gonna
do?
take it back to 2007 too, because 2007 was a really, really competitive year, bitch. That year was like all the girls was at each other's necks. And bitch, that fucking New York Awards ball Miss thing where I lost to Little Mama in the final battle. I was
That was
fucking
supposed to be
heated.
your year, Pretty, and you really played with it. And
Oh
that doesn't
my
make sense
God.
when you
Can
in
I
that.
talk? You had like 10 minutes.
All right, go ahead, sis. Go ahead, sis.
Like, so yeah, like to the awards ball when I lost to Little Mama the final battle. What would I have told myself? I would have told myself that Kelly ass was about to cheat and do some shit because she already got that
Little
earlier
Mama.
on in the category, and they let her come back. But I wasn't paying attention. I was so wrapped up in the moment
Exactly. Because
that I
Little
didn't
Mama
catch
could have
that.
smoked you, bitch, and she did smoke you, bitch, because Little Mama was the girl,
Girl,
and you had no fucking
she waited
business
until after
even
I beat
battling Little Mama because you
everybody
was
else and
fucking
then
up her
came
reign.
back. Who's Rain?
Little mama had a
Who's
reign. Little
Rain?
mama had a reign.
When was it?
Y'all not gonna play my
oh, y'all
little
lying.
girlfriend. Y'all a fucking fool. Because
Rain. There
if
was not
y'all
a
didn't
there was
vote,
not a
if you weren't
rain.
voting,
The
hold on,
surface,
Pretty.
the
This bitch
surface
is
is bad under the bridge.
that girl
Prince.
is weird drinking that stuff in that cup.
she
Prince.
wasn't supposed to battle a girl like Prince. Prince already had her roses. Little Mama was going after the girls that you played with, Pretty, because you weren't out there with us.
Oh,
Because you should have been out there with us.
oh,
But you did what you did, and then you got left behind, and you had to battle a Little Mama. So you
I
ain't
got
reading my girlfriend
girl.
on
First
this
of
live.
all, Deshaun,
You not.
Foxy, everybody, Ronaldo, they all walked that night, girl. What are you talking about? You
Prince
wasn't there. Where was you at?
Ronaldo, he did walk that
Prince,
night.
move your camera up.
Wait, do
That
y'all
was
Oh,
his
remember
first night in
hold
Kurt?
the.
on. Hold on, y'all. Prince, put your camera up. Put your camera up or put on the shirt because they will block you for that, Prince. They don't like to see nobody have their bags out. Hold on.
She start.
Go ahead.
she might be
Girl, shut
frozen.
up.
Sis,
Princess
clean
You
this
Rosa.
put
up. Do y'all remember Kurt?
Maybe
Y'all
they
remember
blocked
Kurt?
already.
Kurt,
Y'all
Yeah,
remember
Kurt
yes.
was in
Kurt?
the floor with us.
Kurt
Tim,
Revlon.
Tim, you
and he
remember
left
Kurt?
because he
Cause
said
she
y'all
was
was
down there
Yeah.
and y'all,
fierce to
listen,
him.
y'all neck of the woods been tearing
Ugh.
it.
Kurt left
Miss
Allure
Kurt was
after
the
2 weeks
She got the pretty
because
y'all.
y'all
I
was
mean, Kitty,
you in
y'all danced
Berlin
a couple
was being
songs.
shady to him, and he
Who,
left.
me? Me?
No, Kitty and Kurt
Oh.
danced a few times, bitch. A
Yeah, I
few
never battled
times.
Kurt.
I battled Kurt twice. I battled Kurt twice.
How many times you
Yeah,
battled Kurt, Kitty?
like 3 times. She fucked me up real bad in Philly once. So
No, but I'm not going to
That was
hold
she fucked me
you.
up the same night. That
I'm
was the
not
same
going to
yeah.
night she
hold
fucked me up
you
too.
Uh-huh.
between Pretty and Kitty. Y'all was the answer for Miss Kurt, but she always had the language for y'all. Like it brought out the best of y'all. It brought out the
No,
best of y'all.
she
Y'all
no.
knew
We
y'all
used to
couldn't play
gag
with
at
it.
Kurt.
Y'all knew
We
y'all
used
couldn't
to
play with
gag
it.
at Kurt, to be honest. But I feel like Ronaldo replaced Kurt. Like Kurt was like I came in first, and then Ronaldo came in and took that momentum that Kurt had built, and Kurt disappeared. Because Kurt was the first one, and we was kind of like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah,
Hmm.
that kind of actually makes sense because I didn't even know about Ronaldo until like after the Rags to Riches moment.
Who
Ronaldo
crackling
Yeah,
didn't
something?
start
he
making
came
Ronaldo,
in. He came
Ronaldo,
in.
Ronaldo,
He
Ronaldo
came
came
in
out
started
on
making
after
Kurt's
moves
Rags
to
to
New
wave.
Riches.
York.
Wait, Courtney, come
Ronaldo,
back.
No,
Get all of us into it. Like we gotta get into it. Like the girls don't want to see us grinning. Like get us into it. Like let us know. Let us know. We all girlfriends. We can get into it. Cause I can smoke you bitches. Like what's up? We all
No,
girlfriends.
Bitch.
no, but I was
No, I
asking the
want to
like
answer
she
question.
the
smoked whatever
Get us
else
question.
she
into it. This
smoked.
is what the girls are
I
waiting
don't know.
for. Get us into it. Get us
Kitty, you want
into
to?
it. Cause I
Kitty, you
got
want to answer?
time.
Kitty, you want to answer that question?
Yeah, the ball I would go back to is TLCC, me versus Malachi when she fucked me up. And she did, and I was so happy to get past Milan, and I forgot I had a whole rack of Blonics to get through. I had just left and became an Aga.
TLCC Malachi
And
hit you with the spin,
Malachi
bitch.
fucked me up with my own spin, and she did it slow. It fucked me up.
And why
no,
you
no,
didn't say the
no,
spin?
no, bitch. You going too fast, bitch. Because the way you fucked Milan up, bitch, I was scared. Bitch, I was scared. Let me tell you something, bitch. You fucked Malone up something nasty, bitch.
No, I
And
fucked
I'm on
Milan up, and
and,
Yeah.
I was
no, and I'm on the side hiding like, bitch, I'm gonna have to do this again, huh?
Y'all are
Bitch,
dirty.
all I thought about was production, bitch. I was like, ooh, bitch, we ate our production, bitch. They gonna love us, bitch. We ate our production, bitch. I forgot I had battles to do.
Cause y'all had the blondic wave.
Bitch.
Y'all had the blondic wave. And
They
Kitty
was
wanted
hot.
all that shit over
Mm-hmm.
me.
No,
But then you hit them with the
mind you, this is the second time that Kitty understand, bitch. This is the second time Malone. Cause she ate her
Yes.
at another ball, bitch, when she first left. So what
In
was that,
Atlanta.
Atlanta,
that
Detroit?
was in Atlanta.
Or
Atlanta.
something like
Uh-huh.
that. Right.
That was the
So
ball I
so
came
wait,
out
understand
Aga.
this. Understand in my mind, bitch. Bitch, understand in my mind, bitch. I'm in the whole fucking penguin suit, bitch. So now she done ate Milan Atlanta. Girl, wait. She done ate Milan just now a few minutes ago, bitch. I said, oh bitch, y'all gonna let her take it. I said, y'all gonna let her take it.
wait. Kitty, why you leave blondic?
Oh shit.
Harold,
Kitty, why you leave
Harold,
blondic?
Harold.
Um, I won't just
Say
blame
it,
it. I
bitch.
won't just
Oh.
blame it
Harold.
on
Hold on, hold
She
on, hold
Harold.
on,
got
hold on,
she
hold on,
got in
hold on.
that
No,
ear.
I won't just
Oh.
blame it on Harold.
Hold on. Kitty, go ahead.
Told me
Kitty, it's your
no,
go.
so I can't blame it on Harold because I tried to leave Blonick once before, and he told me no. So I left Blonick because I just felt like being in the Midwest up under Milan, I wasn't getting that same Blonick package as Malachi, Arturo, Pony. Even though they came to the Midwest, like I didn't feel like I was a part of that Blonick group. And Milan was very, 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 very messy. And we were getting into a lot of stuff that was unnecessary to me. And then I just felt like it was time to venture out. And Balenciaga, I felt like was my next home. I went to DC for the Aga Ball, and I stayed over Harold House, and they just treated me like family, and I fell in love with them and ended up going. I will say how I left Blahnik. I did try it though.
All right, give us the deets.
No, but
I
you know what? You
Is we
did what
about
you were
to?
No,
Is
supposed to
this? Are
do,
we
and
about
that's
to
why.
wait.
do?
Nobody left faster than
Why
Jamel
you left
though.
your house, Pink? Because
Ooh.
No, but I'm gonna ask the
I
question.
I
That
left
was
was
my
Blahnik
fault.
the
That was
night
my
before
fault.
the Atlanta
Right.
ball.
And they
mute us, Courtney. Mute the
always
group.
to get the girls when they leave.
I have a question. I have a question. So, why did y'all leave some of the house? Why did y'all leave enjoying houses? How do you know what house is right for you? Like, how do you know houses? When you leave houses, how do you know which one is right for you? I want to start with Malachi.
Why
Malachi?
me? No, I'm playing. No, I'm playing. All right, so well, I've been in a few houses, but I'll tell you like the longest one I left. So I was a Blonic for 8 years, like 7 or 8 years. Um, and I left Blonic because I just wasn't happy with the direction, and I felt like we were doing too much for too little. I felt like it was me, Pony, and the Toro, and that was fun. But we're family regardless. We're still family. We came in the scene together, and so it wasn't as fun as it used to be. We went through a lot of highs and lows, like just with adding great members like Kitty and Laomi and things like that, to like losing a lot of great members as well. And so it was a lot of pressure on us, and people like Little Kevin, Ricky, and stuff like that. Y'all saw our highs and lows. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all saw it from across the table. And Blonick was on top for a lot of times, and then we would go down, and then we'd be up, and then we'd be down. You know what I'm saying? And it just got a little too much. And all I saw was performance and runway. We didn't have the other categories on lock like a lot of the other houses did, and I just happy with the direction anymore. So I honestly, when I left Blonick, I didn't want to join another house. Houses were asking me, and I didn't want to join. When I went to Allure, it's because my father Michael spoke to. They got together somehow. They my momagers and shit. And so next thing I know, I'm on a conference call and I'm in Allure like in 2 days. So that's how that ventured out. Yeah, for me leaving Blonick, it wasn't what it used to be. And everybody who knows about being in the Blonick or just seeing it from across the table, y'all know what we used to give, and it stopped being that. And I've been asked to be a Blonick even in 2020. I've been asked to be a Blonick, and I'm always gonna say no because it's just they don't speak the language. If that's the best way you could put it, like they're not speaking the language I'm trying to speak.
Okay. Prince, would you like to go now? Because you were Infinity. You were hello, Prince.
Yeah, I'm here.
Um, why did you leave the houses you were, and how did you go about picking your next house?
So the first house that I was in was actually on it, and didn't see it for the low.
I can't hear you again.
The first house that I was in was Blahnik, and didn't see it for my voguing.
That's not true.
I mean, they did, but they thought for face for me more. I didn't want to walk face. I already saw how the face girls look.
That was Luna. That
I'm
wasn't
not
us.
a girl, to be glamorous all the time, looking nice and like bitch. I'm from the bitch hood, bitch. No shade. So it's like I don't know. I blonde and I left a month later, and then I joined Infinity. Um, I joined Infinity because I guess they wanted me to Vogue more. But Blahnik didn't want me to Vogue that much. But it was a dope house because Luna actually brought me into the house. So I was like, it was like they wanted me for face and blah blah blah. But no, and then Infinity happened. I I guess I don't know what happened. I think it just went in the wrong direction. I really don't know, but my friends left, and I really didn't know a lot of Ballroom because of them. So I ended up going, with my friends who actually like showed me and opened the doors in some type of like way to like Ballroom, and that was Milan. And then from there, I guess I got older and stuff like that, and then I just dipped out of Milan, and then I found Yaki,
And
and back to
Mugler is the house that you finally picked for yourself. So why did you pick Mugler?
The shade is that before Milan, I wanted to become a Mugler. I was like, I want to become a Mugler. Like, it's just like they're like the pretty cunt girls and blah blah blah. Like, and when I was younger, I was in that pretty cunt era of mentality, I guess. But bitch is getting older, so it's like. But I would have never expect that for me to become in like Mugler, the house that I said I wanted to become. But I don't know. It's just family, I guess. Like it made me feel comfortable. Like that's really what it was. And
All
I,
right. All right, Tim, would you like to go?
Yeah, I'll go. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay.
perfectly.
Okay. So my first house was actually Miss Rahi, right? My first house was Miss Rahi and Givenchy. That's the house that I got chopped in nonstop. And then I took my break and I came back to Ebony. And it was me, Berlin, Josh, Yo Yo, Lytel. It was a few of us. Foxy. And when Foxy, I think like right, Prince left Infinity and came to Milan, and then Foxy came to Milan, and then Foxy was like, "You should come here." And then I was already friends with Beto, Pampers, Tony McCargo, everybody. God rest the dead. Who got opera music playing in the background?
Oh, my boyfriend watching a movie. It's
Oh,
about to
I'm
go
sorry.
It
off.
ain't Ricky. It ain't Ricky.
So so I was actually warned not to go to the House of Milan because it was so many top people. There was so many good Vogers in that house. But I actually think it was the best thing ever for me because I think that it made me be better. It made me want to like, even though it was a lot of us, it made me actually want to like step up to the plate or whatever. And so, and then now I'm a Tishi, but I felt like I had took a break. I came back, and it just wasn't the same as Milan. And then my closest friends, who I had been since teenagers, started their own house. So why not support them and their new endeavors and just be a part of what they were starting? And so I went there. Ricky, what's so funny, sweetie?
Hold on. Let's see what Ricky got to say.
I can't hear you, baby.
I said, well, because Courtney got me on mute.
but
Courtney got me on mute.
but just to go back, I won't take up too long. I think actually like going to Milan with like people like I remember like Prince. Do you remember this time for POCC 2006? And we all practiced all week. It was me, you, Foxy, Antonio, Ray Ray. Like
oh
I
my
don't know if you
god,
remember that. And we were spray painting our outfits at Foxy House.
oh my gosh.
So like I feel like I actually and then Vito I actually got like a more camaraderie with the House of Milan. I feel like that's where I made my name at or whatever. But I'm happy where I'm at now though. Yeah.
All right, pretty. Let's go to pretty.
Yeah, I'm gonna head out.
Um, I mean, okay. Wait, what was the question again?
The question
Oh,
is,
bitch.
why did you leave? Why did you leave or join
Oh,
houses? And how do you
okay.
choose a house?
So
Like,
I left Revlon because I they didn't let me walk. Like they only wanted to see Marquise and Baby Boy,
Work
and
sister.
Marquise and Baby Boy. They was my older peers, and so Stiffy had took over the house at the time, and he said, it's okay, girl. They got it, and I was just like, well, bitch, I broke down. The thing, like, it didn't. I was just like, this will give me a chance. I broke down. So before I actually had tried to be a Blahnik, and I met Malachi and Arturo in Chicago, and they got me to vote for them, and they ended up going with Kitty.
oh,
So, yeah.
Daughter, you vote
And they
for a
called me and
blonde? You
everything.
vote
It
for
was
the
like,
blonde?
we just, yeah, I voted for the Blahniks. The Blahniks was lit, bitch. I lived for them.
Was it like a?
So,
It was
Y'all
mind
like it was.
gotta
you,
stop
It was like an
trying
American.
it. Y'all gotta stop trying it. Like, honestly.
I
It was
And
like
that's my
American
thing with
Idol.
Tim Tim. I'm like, what was you doing? You was comfy in Milan and now you over there with the T-shirt for what? You not walking nothing.
man, shut
Why
up,
you
the
over there
thing.
holding up space?
I did
Y'all
walked
Took
this
so
just
year.
one the
filthy
icon
going to
ball.
these
Took just
houses
one.
and building up this debt.
I walked this year.
What year?
Hold
This year,
2026?
girl.
on.
Where you
I
walked
have
at?
walked. I did walk this year.
At the icon,
Where? The COVID mini function in Atlanta?
now you walk the icon
At
ball.
the icon ball.
And I needed to walk because they was gonna put
This
my
girl
ass
don't
out
even
because
be
I've been
knowing
a
when the balls happen.
Wait, hold
Now
on.
you
They would
about to
not.
get
Wait,
put
hold
out.
on. They were
Now
not
you
about to
about to
put
get
you
put
out.
out. You
I
ran
sw-
away from
wait, wait,
home.
wait, 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 wait,
You
wait.
ran away
I
from
swear.
home, and now you trying to come back, and now you get put out. Who was
No,
your
no, 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 no.
pretty?
So what?
Pretty,
I've been in
keep
a house
going.
for.
Pretty, keep going. Pretty, keep going.
Okay,
Pretty, keep
right. Yeah, let me
going.
finish. Let me listen.
Pretty, keep
So
going.
I ended up going to Prodigy. And the Prodigies was really, well, not at first because little Kevin didn't see me. She said tall girl shit in Vogue. So I was already having like
Is that what you
problems.
said,
Yeah,
you
she was
bitch?
here. Yeah, she was here. She said tall
You
girl
were
shit
such
in
a
Vogue.
fucking bully.
She felt like Jamel, that was her daughter she needed, and she felt like she didn't need me. I had to fight my way through that. This whole time, the Allures is looking at me like, you dumb bitch. We teaching you everything you know, and you sit here running around with these girls. And so when I got into when Man and Rico was getting into it, I asked that situation happened. I ended up leaving Prodigy and I went to Allure. But how I picked these places is most of the time it was like my girlfriends or people that I was with would, say, girl, why don't you come here? And I would be like, yeah, you know what? Why not? And that's
And
kind of
then
a
you
stupid reason to choose houses, but yeah. And then I came back because Man apologized. No, but this is because Ricky left Allure. She
I
abandoned the
never left.
house. Yes, you did, girl. You was the first one to leave.
Sweetie, I never left. I
You
I
still live
was.
at Man.
traumatized.
I was.
Oh, you left
You
first.
girls
I
came
left
into this
first.
house
It
and
doesn't
you built
matter. The
up
bottom
debt.
line is they all left
You
me
built
in the
up debt.
house. They all left me in the house by myself.
First of all, we could do this privately, but you picked a side.
Girl,
Sister,
And you and
don't
you picked
knock
the and
nothing
you
over
picked and you
on the
picked the wrong
table
side. And you
when
picked the
you're
wrong
talking.
side.
Because I'm not gonna hold you. The only two bitches on here that have held it down for their clique is Marquise and Kitty. They own there's a certain vein of
Um, um,
matriarch when
um,
it comes to your house.
you can't say that. Kitty just said he was a blondic. What are you talking about?
She's
and
a
he was a
aga.
prestige before that.
She is the only aga that you can go
She was
to
a
if
blondic
you're
first.
talking about we're talking about
Where only
I have,
actually,
I
if you
have,
want to be technical, it's only Marquise and little Kevin that can give that because Kevin went from Ebony to Prodigy, which was the same house. If you really want to
that.
be technical,
I
so
don't
it's
know
only
little Kevin
Marquise
Right.
and little
I don't know
Kevin.
little Kevin
Kitty
personally.
cannot give that, and Kitty is not defending it because Kitty knows better. Okay, she left us.
Sweetie, you are trying to say that. When did I ever leave? When did
I
I
have a
ever leave
question.
my
I have a
house?
question.
Girl.
I want to ask
Girl,
the question. I want to ask the question. What squad you think was the most deadliest squad? Was it the Blondics, the Milans, the Allures, the Ebonies? What squad? Who had the fattest squad? Like, what was the
The
fattest squad?
Blonics.
I'm
The
on the
blonde.
phone.
The Blonics.
I,
I think
I,
it'd
It
be
was
I,
better
I,
to
between the
ask
The
like
Blondics and
Blonics.
the Valons.
The Blonics had
yeah,
Arturo,
ask us one by
Malachi, Pony,
Hold
Laomi.
on. Hold on.
right.
Like,
Ask
One
us
by
one
yeah.
one.
by one.
I mean, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start with pretty. Pretty. Give me what? Give me one.
It's not
I'm
mine,
gonna say the
Quincy.
Blonics because they actually had a cohesive unit that hit at one time. The Allures had the lineup, but we never got on the floor all at one
Stop
time, so it
saying we,
never
bitch.
had.
Stop saying we. Stop saying
Girl,
we.
who Ricky?
Because you're
Ricky,
not a
hold it.
part of the we, bitch.
Ricky, hold it.
You're not
Ricky,
a
who
part
did
of
you
the
get on the
we,
floor?
pretty.
When did you
I
join
love you. I
anybody
love
on the
you down,
floor,
but
Miss
you're
May?
not gonna say we. You're not gonna we us.
All right.
We were winners, bitch. You're in debt.
Girl,
You're not
please.
gonna we us.
When you
You're not
wasn't,
gonna
bitch, you
we
ain't
us.
walked the ball since
Man,
'98, bitch.
every
You ain't
bitch
walked
that
the
came
ball
to this house, every bitch that
Oh my
came
since
god.
to the house of a Lord, bitch,
'98,
came by
bitch.
my blessing.
Stay in the shadows like you're standing
It's not
right
about
now.
us. It's
Stay in
not
the
about us.
shadows.
Hold on. Hold on.
Keep
Hold
going,
on.
sis.
Stay in the
Keep going.
shadows.
Hold
Stay.
on.
Keep
Hold on.
going. Keep
Hold
going.
on. Hold
Keep
on. All
going. It's
right.
We're
not
Let
talking
about
me
us.
about
ask
It's not
Marquise.
about
2020,
us.
not
Let me ask Marquise.
1920, girl. Not
Marquise.
1920, girl.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna mute y'all too. I'm gonna mute y'all too. I'm gonna mute y'all too.
Who next?
Huh.
Marquise, in your opinion, and with reason, who had the best squad to you?
Um, it was I would say Blonix as far as like productions and presentations, but as far as like performance, it would have to be like the Malons. Like they had the technique and
All right.
yeah,
It,
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 it was like it was like 50-50 to me, 50-50. Blonix and Malons.
all right, Kitty, what's your opinion on it?
I'm gonna say the Blonics. The Blonics had
Okay.
Malachi, Arturo, Pony, Laomi, me, Jamel. Like we had the girls.
Tim.
So I feel like when I think of lineage, when I think of starting like Vogue Fem, I think of like Eugene Milan and like how they got like Eugene Armani, Prince and like how so forth. But I think it's like as a unit and like the unit was the Blonics. I feel like they set the standard for like they set the mold for how to make a unit afterwards. Because after the Blonics, it was the Milans, then it was like the Muglers, the Cons. Like they actually showed us what it meant not to just have one fab girl in a house, but how to have like a whole cohesive unit that could all eat it at one time. Like have a
Speaking,
bunch of girls in the house that didn't get lost. So as a unit, it's the Milans. I mean, it's the Blahniks. It's the Blahniks. They set the standard for how to go after them.
Kevin,
are you speaking of just Vogue Femme squads or performance squads? Period.
Vogue Fem.
So Vogue Femmes, I'm going to have to say the Blahniks and the Milans goes back and forth between those. Depends, and it also depends in what era, which time you're talking, because some of them left, and then some came back, some came here, went there. So it was like the Milan and the Blahniks.
Okay. And Malika, I know you going with the Blondics, right? But you was a Lord too. So speak the language. Which one was
So
it?
I'm gonna tell you. So if we're gonna break it down, because I'm gonna break it down for you. For me, because I can't speak for my other girls. For me, what got me hyped that wanted me to get in the lab and be with my family and stuff like that. Honestly, it was the Revlons and the Ebonies.
Mm.
Wow.
More so the Revlons for like the Butch Queens and stuff like that. The Ebonies for like Femme Queens and stuff. Because for me, like the only Butch Queen was Little Kevin, but I like the Performance Squad. Um, and for me, that's what made me want to make sure that our house was strong in performance squad and just it just wasn't no weak element. So if we all work together as grand prize, if we work by ourselves, like if we pick the ball to be separate, we can hold it on our own by ourselves as well. And so of course Blonde is up there because that was where I learned a lot from. But yeah, the houses before me, for me, honestly, like I love to see Revlon performances in the house. I love to see the Ebonies and stuff like that. Like those were the people I needed to battle anyway to win. And after Blonix, I would say Belongs. Definitely, and I'm glad you brought that up, Tim Tim, with P and the spray paint and stuff like that, because I definitely took a look at that. Like when y'all came out for y'all tens and stuff like that, that was definitely a night where I'm like, oh, y'all got a squad. Because
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
it didn't register for me. For me, I only thought of Prince and stuff like that and Foxy because those were my girls and that's like we all vote together. So I didn't really think about like y'all having a squad because I didn't really see y'all together. And
Mm-hmm.
PLCC definitely gave me that. So I'm like, oh, so y'all got a squad too. So it's house for house. We could do this.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Remember
What should
remember we finally met up.
But But if we do a law, are we gonna get to that? But if we do, but if we talk about a law definitely, and I would say that I'm gonna take credit for that because I definitely brought a house like a performance squad together in that sense because Allures wasn't known for that, and
Can I?
Allure and Milan definitely like emulated each other in that where it was just like personal two people that did that
No.
category. And Ricky for me was the reign of that for Allure, and then there was J Lo, and then we came along after like Berlin, myself, Pretty, and things like that. But it wasn't really a performance house.
But
Um,
it wasn't a squad. It wasn't a squad.
no,
Honestly, when you talk about a squad, you can only really, if you really want to just like have a conversation, it was Blonic and it was Revlon
Hmm.
for me. And I don't know if I'm biased to just the Baltimore thing, but when it came down to like performance, and it was tricky because it's like Marquise was kind of the the reigning force, but like Blonick was the reference when it came down to seeing a performance of the house. You girls set the standard for all of it, and like I don't even mean no harm. And it was like if you could separate all three of you bitches, and I'm talking about you, Tony, and I'm talking about Laturo. I'm not talking about Milan because that's when y'all girls started getting grinny, and it was
Girl.
tricky, and it was tricky, and I get it because it was tricky. It was grinny and
I
it was
didn't vote
tricky,
her in.
and I'm not
I didn't
gonna
vote
lie to
her
you
in.
because no, because the baddest bitches run through the baddest houses. That's why Kitty was in your house, and that's why Kitty got the fucking throne at the house that she's in because she went through y'all. And that's what that's really about. If you separated you, Pony, and Toro, grand prize was not a guarantee to any other house. I don't mean no harm to anybody. And it's like that was really the essence. Allure, we did not have. We were not a as a house type moment. We did not have a
I
squad.
wanted
We had
that
me
though. I wanted
and
it.
No,
Dicko.
we tried. We almost got it. We almost got it, but
Pretty, pretty,
egos,
pretty,
egos got
pretty,
in the
pretty,
way.
pretty, pretty, pretty. No,
Girl, you
fuck
was not
no.
even
Pretty, you
Question.
are
there.
you are
What
Where
what
indebted
was
should
to
have
our house
you?
and every
You
other
wasn't
house
in the
that you've
house
been
no
in.
She
more.
No,
was.
You wasn't
Lon Vaughn. You
She
there.
gotta
was.
understand. You gotta understand, pretty. Lon Vaughn is the house that decided to give you a credit card with your credit. And I can't explain that no other way that you could
That,
explain it because bitch every other house that you were in you provided nothing. Lon Vaughn honestly, and it's not even a big deal because you have come
This
into
is this
your
is
own
this is
and you are a girl that can hit the floor with any bitch honestly now on this page including me and really give them a run for your money. However, it is not the conversation that we're having right now because the
she's
houses that
talking
you
about
were
a
in,
performance as a house that I was in
we're
that
not
you
talking
weren't
about
in.
performance of the house.
So that's
You
what
were in a
she just
performance as a
said, girl. Are
house.
you listening? Are you that
She didn't
drunk,
Were you
girl?
in a performance as a house?
house. She said
Whose
that's
house?
fine.
Whose house
hold
did she
on.
say that?
Hold on, I'm muting, I'm muting, I'm muting. I'm sorry, I gotta mute you. Y'all are key. Like, I want to ask the question: what should a Butch Cream Vogue Fem have? Like if someone comes to you right now and say, "I want a Vogue Fem," what should they have? Like, what do they need to be a Vogue Fem? Like, besides whether you think it's personality, whether you think it's a shoe boot, a pointy toe, a black jean, what do you think that they need? Let's go, Prince. What you think a Vogue Fem would need right now?
Confidence and self love.
Okay, Kitty, what do you think?
Attitude and personality.
Pretty,
A persona and a look.
Ricky,
Knowledge of beats.
Marquise,
Personality and individuality.
What the fuck?
Tim Tim,
Confidence, history of the category, and something unique about their performance.
Little Kevin,
attitude, confidence, and a look.
Malachi.
A look, confidence, knowledge, and femininity.
But y'all would chop everything that y'all just said if they missed a dip, bitch. Stop playing on this fucking
And,
live. They will
and
they
will.
will come
And
out
you
there
know
with
I
all
will
the
see me chop
confidence
them
that they
when we
want
were all on
and
the
the
piano
all
and when
black
we were
look
all on
with
the piano
buckles
at
on
Vogue
it.
nights. You
And
saw me
y'all just
chop them,
chop
and I
them.
will, and I will, and I
Oh my
will,
gosh.
and I
All
don't
right.
But that's
mind.
what I'm
All
What you
right, all
say,
right, all
Ricky?
like
right.
honestly, are we really sitting here telling people come out for Vogue with personality? Like, bitch, we're talking 101. Who are you bitches on this phone? Courtney didn't pick y'all. because of your wins. She didn't pick y'all because of your status. She picked y'all to talk to the youth. Do not tell nobody come up with no fucking personality. Are you kidding me? No. Stop it. You tell the girls to be good. You tell them stay
Put
in the
this bitch
house and
on.
vote
Put
with
this
your
bitch on mute.
girlfriend. Pick her
Hold
Put
on,
out
this
in
yo.
bitch
that
on
dip
mute.
that you know that will turn it.
Put
And
this
you
bitch on
figure it
mute.
out and you nail it.
But
Hold on.
we're telling. She said, "What can we tell them about now? What they
Brittany,
need
don't
now?
Brittany,
All of them
don't
girls
sleep.
vote. They all do the same thing. So the seven.
I'm sorry, pretty. Go ahead. Sorry, pretty. Go
No,
ahead.
I'm saying they're gonna need personality. The reason why everybody's saying personality is gonna need it at this point. Hey, everybody can do all of this shit. They can do triple axles, backflips, splits, flips, all of that. So what's gonna set each other apart? And this old lady right here still. Let this girl let her talk, honey. Let her waste her breath.
Wait, hold on. What I want to
Calm.
ask?
She is going crazy.
What's your favorite? What is your favorite tens? Your favorite tens that you your favorite tens. What's your favorite night? Your favorite night, Prince. Your favorite tens that you turned it.
Mine,
Yes.
it's not even the ball. That's the fucking crazy part. It's the mini ball. I don't. I actually really don't really recall because I just let my mind flow and I just whatever. But when I look back at the videos, I'd be like, "Oh, that was cute." Um, I, yeah. I mean, I think it's the one in Escuelita. Um, it was kind of like with the duck walk in the beginning. I don't know. It was just very random, but
Kitty.
Um, my favorite tens. Ah, that's hard. I
you
would
You
talk.
probably
don't.
say the best of the thousand, the New York Awards Ball.
Okay. Kitty. Pretty.
Probably I don't know. Maybe the top 10 production that I did, this heavyweight production. When
Ricky, why
the
are you
all white.
falling, Ricky?
Oh no,
Ricky.
because people are sending me messages. I can no, no big deal.
Girl,
Ricky.
she's a
What was
drunk.
the question, yo?
Ricky, What's your favorite tens? What the night you turned it? What's the night you turned it for your tens?
My
Yeah.
favorite tens. My favorite tens. It was the icon ball where you had to bring it like your favorite femme queen, and I
All
I,
right.
I brought it like night, and I was in drag.
Marquise.
I don't know which ball it was, but it was a ball in DC. It was something in DC, but I don't know which one though. It was a
All right.
DC.
For like what? 2 hours.
Tim Tim.
Um, it was two, but the one I think it probably would be Ayana's ball when I dressed up in the '80s effect.
Yeah, I love
And
that.
it's so funny because that's the first time I ever see Malachi or Ricky actually clap for me on the side. Like them girls,
I didn't
that's the first
clap.
time you snapped your finger, girl.
Cause they Ricky don't say
That's the
nothing.
that's the
Ricky
Man,
don't
first
say
time.
nothing.
That's the first time
You know what
that's
up?
the
You
first time
know
they
what
actually
up?
was like, okay.
Did
Bring a
Malachi
thousand
clap?
dollars in front of her, and
No,
she's like, "Oh, you
she
won?"
she
You're
was
I'm
like,
gonna
like,
actually,
oh.
I'm gonna do you one better,
Did
bitch. I'm
Malachi
gonna tell y'all
clap?
"Listen,
all it. I'm gonna tell you all of y'all's favorite tens that I have from y'all. And Prince,
Bitch.
your motherfucking favorite tens that I ever seen for me was when we
Girl,
were
that's not the
at
question.
the
That's not the question,
No,
girl.
wait,
That's not
Ricky.
girl.
Go
Somebody,
ahead, Kevin. Go ahead,
somebody
Kevin.
say
Go.
Graham.
T- Tim
Somebody
Tim, who
say
was
Go ahead,
that
Graham.
chant
Kevin.
about that Selvin gave you at that ball?
Malachi.
I'm baby.
Kevin, your favorite tens?
You know,
Yeah.
and I'll just say, my Mirror Mirror production. I'll say that one.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
Malachi?
Um, my favorite tens. Shit. Um, damn. I don't know. Honestly, It'd probably be any production. But like I guess by myself, we'll probably be in Atlanta. In Atlanta, I think that was like the Atlanta Awards Ball, like all black. Me and Kitty had battled that night. I like the tens because I lost weight, so a bitch was looking a little small. So I like those tens. I like the way I look.
We
I
had a
wanna, I wanna,
nasty battle that night.
I wanna
Whoa, they
ask two.
battled.
I wanna
But
ask
wait
two.
a minute. Wait. I'm sorry, Courtney. Wait. Sorry. So sorry to cut you off. But wait a minute. To bring it back to that, yeah, the chant was about me, but it was. But wait, it was because of Kitty. Wait, let me tell you. So wait, if y'all
It
look at the
was.
night, Tim and Kitty had battled that night, and I really felt like Kitty should have won. I was over it, over it. When I tell you, first of all, when I tell you I was mad, bitch, and it definitely gave. Why you mad over there, bitch? That definitely, yo. I was, mind you, and if you know that night, first of all, Kitty was already not speaking to me. The bitch was mad at me for whatever reason.
That's
Kitty
why
was
I
not
was
talking to
scared
me. It
that
was
she was
Vogue from
going up for
Shade.
her.
No,
Bitch,
it was always
and
shade
I'm
on
gonna tell you,
PSC.
and I'm gonna tell you, that's when you know I'm on the side of right. But the
I
bitch ain't gotta speak to me. She ain't gotta like me, bitch. But if I think a bitch ate it, a bitch ate it. I thought she had ate it that night, bitch. I was livid, bitch. You the thought she came out my